Oh, hello,
Good
everybody.
morning.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, my peoples. I got nothing.
What's going on? Why
Let's
you?
take a nap.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. I watched, I have to tell you, Galvin, I will rewatch it and I will restart it, but I started to watch DTF St. Louis last night.
Yeah.
You can't watch something when you're not in the mood to watch it.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be into it.
Took me
Because there's a lot of stuff that goes on.
15 minutes and I was like, just shut it. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't keep my head straight, and I want to sit down and pay attention and watch it. It wasn't bad. It was just not. I was not in the mood.
No, it's really good, and it gets better and better. Every episode I watch, I go, I wish the whole thing was out. I want to watch.
Really?
Yeah, and I wish it was 9 seasons,
Interesting, because for some reason I like that the pit isn't all there. I feel like I have something to look forward to.
Yeah, I get that.
You
I mean,
know?
I get it, but I also want more. When it ends and you want more, that's a sign of a good show.
Sure.
I'm impatient now. I'm
Oh,
used
yeah,
to
for sure.
binging everything. If there's not more than 2 to 3 seasons, I'm not watching something. I'm
You know-
gonna wait.
You know what's funny is I'm impatient to the point where I will not even watch a whole video that is like 30 seconds or 60
I'm the
seconds.
same way. I give it 3 more seconds and I'm out.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had talked about this the other day about whatever generation doing this and how, but I literally go, no, you're taking too long. Get to
Yeah.
the point. Get to the point. You know what your audience is. You know what the thing is. It's called a short for a reason. So get to it. And the thing that really drives me crazy is when you watch a video of, obviously my timeline is filled with dogs and they rescue and they get them better and stuff. And they don't show them when they're better.
Oh,
Like they get the
you
dog.
just see the sad part.
Yeah, you see the sad part, and they're like, and then we start. But then they don't show totally recovered, and the fur's all better, and everything else. And I'm like, come on,
Man,
you
do we
gotta give me that.
Do we have different algorithms?
Yeah.
I am inundated with old ladies showing their boobs or private parts on. It's because I was amazed by how many people get away with showing their nudity on Instagram without getting in trouble.
Yeah,
And so I'd watch it and then they'd throw another one in my algorithm, and so now all I get, and they're all, because I won't look at any young girls, so they're all old ladies. Yeah.
Yes, I have seen every girl that plays drums in heels.
Yep,
You don't
yep.
need to send that to me. And then the new thing now, because I see all the different drum videos, and then there's some that are hot girls that are playing in heels, and then there's one that has the drum stool, and she sits something right down on it.
Oh.
But she is wearing a skirt.
Right.
You can tell that she's not really.
Yeah, I get
You know
it.
what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well.
That's what we did to Carmen's chair this morning. She didn't even know it. Mhm.
The thing about it is I watch it and I'm like, she's not even a good drummer. What's going on with the shirt? You pull a thread or something? It looks like it's all bunched up on your shoulder. You see what I'm talking about? Joe, can you see? I don't know whether you can see, Mike,
No, I can't.
but like up on the shoulder, see how it's all looks like it's bunched up there?
Maybe I did.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right,
Something going on.
Don't pull it. You gotta cut it.
Carmen, I need to throw this shirt out. It's just one of those shirts that I've had for 100 years. I just grab in the morning, you know what I mean?
I remember as a kid, my grandma always used to yell at me because I would like wash my hair and I'd have the towel on my head,
Right.
and then I would put my shirt on, and she was like, "You're
Stretch out the
stretching
neck."
it out," and
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I probably looked like a homeless kid to a lot of outside humans, and it
Yeah.
was just because I was so I did not care.
I'm so glad that my children both got got my wife's fashion sense. Like Joey wears a suit to work every day, and he knows, he picks his own stuff out. He matches everything. I can never do all that. And Juliana's been, all of a sudden she became at around 11 became a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really was disappointing to me.
Yeah, I never had that. The only time I dressed like a girl was like on away games when we had to dress up. But other than that, it was sweatpants and a t-shirt
Yeah.
every
Tomboy.
single day. Probably the ones that I slept in the night before too. You know?
Yeah.
It's
And I
it's
just-
so funny
yeah.
to see the videos of the WNBA girls with their fits,
Yeah.
showing with the outfit and stuff. And there are some NBA guys too. There are some that you're like,
Yeah.
bro, what are you wearing? You look like a space alien. That's crazy. But there are some WNBA girls that are like, you're like, ooh, she
Yeah.
cleans up nice.
Oh,
She looks
yeah,
really good.
sure.
And then there's other ones you're like, bro. Come on.
Way to go, dude.
Yeah.
Some of them are wearing heels, no bras, and they're showing all their goodies. And then other ones, they're just jeans and a t-shirt.
I saw this online yesterday. It doesn't really apply to us because we don't have one, but Galvin.
Yeah.
Would you rather find $20 while you're running?
Okay.
Or would you rather have your local WNBA franchise win the
$20 was the matchup. $20 or that. Yeah.
And mostly everybody was like, I mean, $20 is $20.
So they are doing new NBA franchises.
New NBA.
Yeah.
They said nude NBA.
That's what I like.
All right.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, you would?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, Galvin, I've seen so many wieners in the past 24 hours, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
I watched that show, Neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll talk to you about that in a second. Tell me the NBA.
So NBA looks like there's going to be a new franchise in Las Vegas.
Taking somebody else's team or
expanding. Yeah.
Great.
And then Seattle's getting their franchise back. So they had a franchise that left. Now they're getting another franchise.
They had the Supersonics.
Sonics, yeah.
Okay, and they'll get a new team with a new name, and then the Vegas team will go, which makes sense because Vegas, now that you have one sport, you're going to have them all.
Yeah.
No.
And Vegas has built-in tourism, so you're getting people going to games, all the time out there.
Now, how do we get one?
Yeah, I really would love to have a game. Like, if we had the Magic over here, I would go at least as much as I go to the Lightning.
Well, the
And
problem we'd have here is the difference between, the playing the hockey and we'd have to have a new arena.
No, a lot
There's
of places
that
do. Yeah, they share because they work out the schedules and do it.
That's the thing.
And they just lay down the floor and stuff.
Yeah.
But like we have all the other 3 major sports, you know what I mean? Like that's the only one that we're missing to like tie it all in.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'd love it. I think it would be great. When I was a kid, I never went to a Knicks game or a Nets game, and then I went to one Miami Heat game when I lived in Miami.
Oh,
and I thought that was awesome. And then when Toronto was playing here, I went to a couple of those games because Miggs used to hook me up with tickets all the time.
Yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah, I'm very spoiled because I grew up in Chicago, in the late 80s, 90s, and going and seeing the Bulls play all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah,
and it was great.
I never got to see Michael Jordan play. I did get to see Shaq play and Kobe, but I never got to see Jordan play.
It was funny because I was going to see the Magic play, and I was
I'll get
hello.
it.
All right.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I have not been to an NBA game for so long. And I thought about it. And I said, the last time I went to an NBA game before I just went last year was Yao Ming's rookie year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my dad and
Yao
I
Ming.
drove over to New Orleans and saw the Houston Rockets. He was playing with the Rockets. We saw them play Yao Ming's rookie year, which was how many years ago?
I remember when he was the thing. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, last night we watched that show Neighbors. We watched 2 or 3 episodes of it, and one of them was, it was 2 houses fighting over who had better Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
Then-
They're already running out of ideas.
yeah. Then, one was a former Texas senator who didn't like the idea that the woman across the street from him built a 5-foot high concrete wall around her place. He said it looked like a Mexican cartel. And then he actually pulled up the schematics of where they were hiding Bin Laden and said it looked like it was where they were hiding Bin Laden. It was unsightly, and he actually made her take the wall down. He took her to court, and he made them take the wall down. And this woman, who you would think this poor woman just wants her privacy, also was equally insane. She was some sort of mystic healer and had lived in multiple dimensions and is a speaker and a writer, and she was just nuts. And she felt he was the darkness in her life, and it was crazy, but it was good. It ramped up. Each episode got better.
Are they all based on true stories?
No, they were all real people.
Oh, this is
was
real
a
life
documentary
story.
thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Then they had one, Carmen. They have these 2 neighbors that are fighting with each other. One is this is where you follow it and you go, well, this woman's clearly crazy.
Right.
Then you see the other one, you're like, no, she's crazy. She's crazy. They had this woman, and she was mad at her neighbor because her neighbor was harming her fence and taking her privacy away and doing all these things. And this woman is like, she's constantly in her backyard, and she's upstairs and she's staring into my yard. and she's stopping me from doing what I like to do best. Make YouTube videos.
Yeah.
The woman's like 65 years old, maybe even older.
Yeah.
But she was a like a porn star when she was young, like in the 70s.
Ew.
So yeah, but like she did porn, she did modeling, and now she does OnlyFans and some other stuff.
And YouTube.
And YouTube, and she lays out in bikinis, and she couldn't do it because this woman was invading her privacy and broke her fence and all that. So they end up going to court. So I'm like, all right, these are getting better as the time goes on. And then I heard John Senning talking about this last episode because it has to do with Florida. And it's about this guy, dude. He is Medicine Man with blonde hair. He is Galvin. He is fantastic. The
episode is literally called Yellow Thong Bikini.
Yes, this guy wears a yellow thong bikini, and he works out in his garage with his door open. He rides his Peloton in the driveway. He goes running through the city. He's nuts. He's totally nuts. But he wants to be a nudist, and they don't do that in where he is in California. So he, of course, goes to the nudist capital of the world, Pasco County, Florida, and he comes down here and he goes over to this place called Eden, which is a nudist resort out there in Hudson, I guess. And it's so, the guy, you feel so happy for him because he had been rejected and been this fool for so long. And now he's with his people where he can just walk around with his wiener hanging out. So he's going around meeting all these other naked people, and they convince him to sing karaoke. And he's like, what I really want to do is just find a woman. And, he's like 70-something years old. He's got long white hair. So he meets this girl, the only girl that looks like she's under 30. And her name is Danielle, I think it was. And he goes and he talks to her. And she's, kind of sexy a little bit. But compared to him, she's a 10, and he asks her out on a date, and she's like, all right, I'll go on a date, whatever. And you're sitting there watching, like, what's the deal? What's going on here? So they go out to dinner, and then she tells him that she's studying civil engineering at USF, but she also had a video go viral on WorldStar.
Wait.
And she's this whitest white girl. She looks like she should have been at the No Kings rally this weekend, and she has a rap video that she made about shaking her ass, whatever, and it went viral on hip-hop. I mean, on WorldStar. So she shows it to him, and he doesn't know what to think. He's beyond. And then they cut to her while they're at school, and now they go interview her, and she's like, yeah. She goes, I'm really looking for a sugar daddy. It's great. She's so plain about it. She goes, I'm just looking for a sugar daddy. Like, I want to travel the world and go to school during the week and fly on private jets on the weekend, and I want all the Gucci bags. It's just it's so ridiculous. But that's the show. But I really feel like those little nudist resorts are a hidden gem, man. Like, I don't want to be naked, and I don't want to be walking around other naked people all day. But they have their own little community, though. They stay in there within their walls.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: is I watched some of that Neighbors because I saw the one that was up near Destin, where the beach property.
Yeah,
you can't go and do this and that and everything. And it was just like you said, they're both nuts. You see that, you go, oh, they're nuts, and then you see the other side, and you go, oh, they're nuts too. And then I go, well, there's the nudist guy. You're not going to bend the will of the rest of the world. They have places where nudists can go.
No, he's insane,
right? But that's what I'm saying is you all these people are fighting and doing this stuff. You go, yeah, but that's not how the world works,
right.
And we're not gonna like the fat ladies that are like planes should have bigger seats, or
or what would be more logical?
You know what I mean? Like, you can't just keep on trying to bend everybody's will. That doesn't work that way. Yeah. So this guy going and finding a nudist place. Good. There you go. That's what you do.
Yeah. Well, the end result, he didn't like it. He went back to fight.
What?
He likes to probably the fight. He likes to be naked around people that don't want to see him naked.
Right.
Yeah. I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
Galvin, I'm going to try and be delicate the way I say this. They're interviewing him, and he's like a cartoon character, like Medicine Man is when he talks, right?
Yeah.
Then they show him like in a calm setting, and he's on the computer, and he's naked, and let's just say I'm going to use this word and use your imagination. He's leaking. Yeah.
Oh.
And he starts talking about how that's normal. And there's prostate reasons for that and all that stuff. And I'm like, this guy is insane. This is the guy. This is the guy that I don't care what you do in your private time, but stay away from my daughter kind of guy. You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was-
yeah. I'm
it was a
looking
good
at him.
watch, though.
You can tell by looking at him, he's insane.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even need to talk to him.
No, but I'll tell you, talking to him though would be fantastic. When I got so excited when I learned that he came there to Hudson, I'm like, oh, we got to get this guy on the show.
But also imagine that you live in a neighborhood and this guy is out on his Peloton in his driveway doing that while you have your kids and stuff. You're like, no, this is not happening.
I thought about that last night. If I came home, one of my neighbors was in a thong in their driveway, a guy. I would think it was weird, but I also I have a lot of times I don't care about this. My kids are older now,
But
so.
then it starts happening every single day. This is it's not like
he
a
goes
one-off.
running, and he goes running through the
Right,
city.
yeah.
You know, and people always yelling, "Put clothes on." I don't know. I think it'd be great. I love when they show that weird guy that hangs out at the beach down in St. Pete Beach. It looks like Hulk Hogan got deflated and he's just walking around in a thong with his nipples hanging out and everything. He's just weird. People take pictures with him.
But again, he's at the beach. You're
right.
allowed to dress that way at the beach. If you're washing your car or power washing your driveway every single day,
It would be weird.
I don't want to see that.
No.
And that's not the community that we live in. Like, there's some social standards and social norms that you have to abide by, or go find a place where they don't exist.
Spoken like a real homeowner.
But also, like I said, that guy is a guy that wants people that don't want to see him naked to see him naked.
He likes to be
Right.
comfortable.
He had the situation where everybody's naked, everybody accepts you, it's totally fine. I don't like this. I like whenever people are yelling at me, put some clothes on, jerk.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the attention.
Exactly.
He's probably really bored. He has no family,
Although
so
when
he
they
likes
did-
the interaction.
When they did bring him to the nudist resort, the minute he got in the gate, they closed the gate. The lady goes, "You can disrobe if you'd like, and I'll go get the golf cart." And he was like, "I can, like I'm home." He was so happy he found home, and they took him around. All the people were nice to him, and he sang naked karaoke. Him and Drew are the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
What song did he pick, Michael?
The Eagles, "Take It Easy."
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
he didn't want to sing karaoke. They had to coax him into it, but then once he did, he became free as he was singing. He just got really into it. You know?
And again, and like you've just said, like me being a homeowner, like that's, just how you develop. Also, our house, our neighbors, their fence is technically like on our property line.
Oh, boy.
There we go. We're already checking the
I don't-
property limits.
I don't care.
I
You've
know.
lived there. You've put money in to put that fence there. It's okay. I don't need you to move it over a foot.
The more,
Right? Like I'm not that insane.
the more people that act like that, I think would get more done. You know,
Yeah.
Hey,
But you do have that in your back pocket for
Right.
whenever they do something,
Yeah.
you go, move your fence.
Yeah. But they seem like really nice people, and that's the other thing. Like I'm not trying to move into this neighborhood and disrupt everybody else's life.
I'm
I'm
already
try-
bringing a black guy in there.
We're trying to like move in and like be a part of it. And the last thing I want to do is start like, oh, you're on my property line. Oh, put up this, put up that. Get out. Don't come in my yard. Like no.
Yeah.
Like
I remember, Carmen, when I moved into my house in Wesley Chapel, they were building the community, and Duke, my neighbor, had already lived there. And we weren't moved in yet, but we'd stop by the house and we'd check it out every once in a while. And then one day we ran into Duke and he introduced himself and he said, "Hey, can I ask you a favor?" I said, "Sure." And he goes, "There's a light in the backyard that's on all the time and it's shining right into our bedroom. Would you mind shutting that while you're not in the house?" And I
or
was like,
turning
"Oh,
it.
yeah." And I thought, you're a wonderful neighbor. I would have bashed that light on the
Right.
second day. I would have just went out there and smashed it with a rock.
Yeah, there's some things that can be handled very civilly and easily if you're just, I don't know, just
Also,
have
I mean,
some common sense.
If you know your boundaries, like one day I pulled up and Duke and one of his friends were laying sod down. They had a bunch of bags of sod and they were laying down the thing. And I got in the car and I go, "Oh, sod day?" And he goes, "Yeah, you want to give us a hand?" And I go, "No." I just walked away. I was like, "There's no way I'm doing that." Yeah, I don't do it on this house. I ain't doing it on your house.
Right.
Yeah. Oh man, I need mulch in my yard, and they have that truck where they come fill the mulch and they just blow it in there with the big hose.
Right.
That's what I need. I instead of having a bunch of guys and a bunch of bags of mulch laying it out all day, I just need that big tube thing that they just shoot it out everywhere, like they fill your ceiling with styrofoam when they're not styrofoam,
Oh, when they do the
but
popcorn?
no inside
They
the
spray
attic
it?
when they're
Oh.
trying to insulate
Insulation,
the attic. Yeah. Galvin, I have a question for you. we all have extra jobs here, Carmen. I don't know what your job is going to be yet.
Okay.
Galvin is director of all pet activities.
Mm-mm.
And Galvin, is it possible? What temperature does it have to be at for my dog to be cold?
To be cold?
Yeah.
It's got to be pretty cold.
Joey said he thought Mabel was shaking last night, but Joey's also a very sensitive child, so maybe Mabel was shaking for one reason or another.
Yeah, she just might be nervous about something or doing something else.
So I had to call Superheat and Air yesterday because I put my bedroom at night on 68 degrees, and it doesn't get lower than 70, but everything in the hallway is what seems like about 50 degrees. All the air is blowing in the hallway and my office.
Yeah.
And the dogs stay in my office. And Superheat and Air came out. One of the dampers is not opening, so all the air is blowing into the other rooms and not into my bedroom.
Yeah.
And it's free. So Joey came in, and Joey's like, I think the dogs are cold. Mabel's shaking. And I go, first of all, Hazel's a husky. She's not 68 degrees and didn't do nothing to her. She went out and ran outside in the cold weather when it was like 40 degrees the other day.
It's so funny. Ghost, my husky, when it drops below 50 or whatever, she does not want to come inside.
No.
She just wants to lay out in the cold. Yeah. I mean, obviously that's not that cold, but you've seen videos of huskies where they're just out in the snow and people are like, neighbors are calling and they're like, they're not bringing their dog in, and they're calling the dog to come in, and the dog's covered in snow.
Yeah.
And like, no, this is what I love, Which, by the way, I have a husky in Florida because I rescued it. I didn't,
bring it here to be miserable.
Right.
I don't know. I just was wondering last night. I'm like, am I freezing the dogs out? Because I did do that to Joey when he was born.
I mean, you can put some blankets down and
That's what we
see,
did.
and they'll go over and make a little nest and stuff and everything. But you see how dogs will curl up like that. Put your hand in there, feel how warm they are.
Yeah.
It says you can tell a dog is cold just watching for shaking, shivering, and teeth chattering. So it's very much
shaking a little bit.
Yeah, but shaking again, like Galvin
Teeth
said,
chattering.
Right.
that could be excitement or
Okay.
something. But
All right.
dogs are smart. Like if they were really that cold, I guarantee you'd find them under a blanket
Yeah.
or curled up in a corner someplace. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
there'd be much bigger signs than just a little shake.
All right, I was just getting a little nervous. I had to go to the director of all pet activities
Yeah.
just to find out. 800-771-1025 of the phone numbers. Gio is on vacation, and I was trying to call him all day yesterday.
Yeah, you text me looking for Gio's wife's number, and I was like, "Uh-oh, what happened?"
I just wanted to send her nudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because his phone was off. I had been calling it a couple times and it went directly to voicemail. And that's fine. He's on vacation, but he did have a piece of work that I needed to work. We have a guest on the show today, Bob Gale, who is one of the creators of Back to the Future, is the subject of a new documentary that they made about the Back to the Future musical that's out. And I want to have him on the show, and I'm going to pitch him my Back to the Future 2 idea.
Okay.
I'm sorry, not 2, but the long-awaited sequel.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. And I didn't have any of the information, so I had to know what time he was calling and all the information. So Gio had to get that, but he called me last night at around 11 o'clock, right as I was watching Yellow Thong Guy.
11 o'clock.
Yeah.
What
Well,
are you
he's
doing?
he's in Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you still know what time it is here.
I know.
And what are you doing up at 11 o'clock?
Oh, yeah.
Go to bed.
I
That's
couldn't-
why you're
I was
tired.
watching that. I was watching a neighbor's show, and I couldn't shut it down.
It's on demand.
Yeah, I know. I was in the middle of it. I was going.
Oh.
Johnny, how did your show go last night?
It was awesome. Thank you.
The popcorn comedy.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was any theater show is always fun. So
Who are you out there with? Who are the hot comics around here these days?
No, it was a great lineup. Natasha Powell was on there. I don't know if she's at Side Splitters all the time and everything. She's really
Yes.
funny. Sierra Lako, who's another up and coming comic. She actually hosts and runs that show once a month.
Is Natasha Black?
Yes.
I believe she's the one that opens for Bobby.
Yeah. She has like a fanny pack. She's like 6 foot tall, ex-military. Yeah, she's hilarious. And then Bob Pettifer, who's out of Bradenton, works at McCurdy's.
I know Bob, but that's a tough name to have.
Yeah.
Bill Pettifer.
Well,
my
it's
bad.
still close to pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
rough.
think about it every time I say it. Yeah,
I'm
But
sure
no,
everybody does.
He's very funny. And then a girl out of Orlando, Alina Sadiq, she came out. And,
Nice.
It was
Was
good.
there a crowd?
It wasn't huge, but but they were mighty. You know, they were.
I know,
laughing.
I get it, but it's just, to me, I don't know how you comedians do it. If the crowd, like if we go out to Pitbull Toddler and there's like a small crowd, I get very discouraged right away, and it ruins the whole experience for me. But if we go out there and there's, it's packed, or the people who are really into it, then I love it.
Yeah, I mean, Ian Beckles was there. He brought a friend.
Oh.
Yeah, that was fun.
He brought a girl. He brought a girl, is what you're saying?
No.
Oh.
No,
The way you said a friend, I thought you were sliding that in.
No, it was. I'd never met this guy. He was super nice though. It looked like he probably played in the league, big guy, But no, Finn Dave was out there. We were talking about the cruise. He's excited about that. So
I'm very excited for this cruise as it gets closer and closer. I mean, I was talking to my son about it last night. I started pulling a couple of pieces of clothes out of my closet that I'm going to have to get ready for. Then Carmen, I got my night shoes ready to go.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't have day shoes without having night shoes.
8 days, 17 hours, 32 minutes, 3, 2, 1 second.
Oh man,
yeah,
this is going to be good.
Ready to go.
Joe, you ready?
I am ready, Michael. I got my tracksuit ready, prepared.
Did we decide we doing that? Are we doing tracksuits?
Oh, I'm doing it.
I'm bringing.
I think we're going to be the only
ours.
one with tracksuits. Like I don't think there's going to be listeners with tracksuits.
That's okay. I think there will be some.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
I think there are some that already bought tracksuits, and then we taled about it, and they were like, "Are they doing
Are we-
now?
yeah.
I bought it." Did they?
No, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're in 100%.
100.
I'm bringing mine.
All right.
I'm bringing mine.
All
Even if we just walk around and just the wedding people, that'll be all we need. Oh man,
I'm excited. I'm very excited for the cruise.
Listen,
Did you look at the drink package? Or
I
you
did
good?
not.
Oh.
I got busy yesterday watching Neighbors. And stuff. I know. I have to do that. I got to look at it today. I got to get me and Joey locked in and registered for the whole thing.
Yeah.
I got to find my passport. I got a lot of work to do.
Oh man.
Do you ever lose stuff? But I lose them, but I know it's in one of three places. Like my watch. If I take my watch off, where's my watch? It's not in the normal spot. It's only can be in 4 other places.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I put them here, and I put them. Like I'll put it in a drawer, and I'll put it in the front left corner of the drawer. So I know one of these drawers that I use all the time has a watch in it.
Yeah. I've told you before. It was funny whenever my parents would go do something if they went, on vacation or to visit like family, and then we stayed home. Whatever. My mom would always leave money, and she'd leave money in different places.
Yeah.
And she'd go, if you guys get hungry, you can get a pizza. There's some money. Oh, where did I put it? And totally forget. So then we'd have to go look under the owl, look under this, look under, all the different stuff that was in the house.
Yeah, my great grandmother used to, I guess, leave money in her old purses.
Yeah.
And I heard my grandmother talking about that one day. And one day I needed money, so I went scouring through the purses till I found $20. So
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Worked out. I feel like she left the treasure for us. All right, let's take a break. We'll get the show moving today. It's Tuesday. Dom is going to join us at 8:30 this morning. Bob Gale, the producer of Back to the Future, will join us in the 9 o'clock hour to talk about the new documentary about the Back to the Future stage show. And then maybe one day we'll Mike mansplain Back to the Future to Carmen. Might be not right now. We're okay. You got a couple months off.
Now, did you see Back to the Future the musical, or is it coming out?
Walked out on it.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Too
Yes.
sing-songy, right?
It's very too sing-songy
Yeah.
for me.
You gonna let him know?
No. I will say I will probably lie to him. I will probably say I saw it live. I enjoyed it. Yeah, but I did not enjoy it. The production was fantastic, and the way they made the DeLorean fly was awesome.
Yeah.
But the thing was just not what I expected it to be. We got to get back in time. I didn't like it.
It's a musical.
I know.
Like
I
that's
didn't like it.
what you're going to see.
Yeah.
I've seen. I don't know. Like I enjoy some musicals. I don't know.
Wicked.
Wicked
is a musical that you enjoyed.
Yeah. I feel like Hamilton. I saw Hamilton twice. I thought Hamilton was good.
Hamilton, maybe live and in person. I watch it on Netflix and I go, "This is the worst." It was terrible.
So I think it is a live experience. I really do.
I'm
And
sure that lends to it for sure, but I think even live, I would have been like, "Meh."
the first time I saw it, I thought it was very smart, and I liked the way they did it, and it was good. The second time I saw it, I just went again because Amanda hadn't seen it. So, I'm not going again.
I wonder how much money that Lin-Manuel whatever makes off of that. Like how is
Still, you mean?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I mean, because he created it, he did the whole thing and stuff. That was
But
huge.
he might have
Like
sold it.
right, but like everybody wanted to see it all the time. It was on Broadway for so long, doing the whole thing. Then it was Netflix, all that stuff. He had to make a boatload of money off of that.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be really nice. Joe, write a play for us.
All right.
Oh, man.
I'm on it.
Wait.
All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, we'll play Sporkle, and Johnny B or Carmen or somebody will tell you what we have to give away. We'll do that next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone, Graham.
Parents, just chill out. Like
Yeah.
even if you think your kid is gonna make it to the league or even just college,
Right.
chill out.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
And don't do anything to embarrass your kid.
Right.
My mother was the worst. She was a great mother where she came to every game and every practice and all that stuff that she was great at, but she got too involved with this situation.
Oh, I think that's good.
No, she would one time when I was in fourth grade, when you're 10 or so, it was slow. I could hit, but I wasn't very fast.
Yeah.
So I got on base and then they pinched and ran for me, and my mother got very upset and she took me out of the game and took me home. I was like, well, it's a game. That's how you play. You play to win. She was like, no, your coach is just a jerk.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Like my dad would literally tell me, "You're not good. That's why you're not playing." Or be better.
Yeah.
It was never the coach's fault. It was never anybody else's fault. It was always my fault.
Oh no, my mother made it like I was Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh no, you're fine."
Yeah.
My mother used to tell me, "Yeah, Babe Ruth was slow too. That's why you hit home runs. So go out there and hit home runs." I said, "Okay."
Don't have to run.
Go out there and jack a home run. It was crazy. Yesterday, some bad news came down the pipe. Ron Bennington, legend in Tampa Bay radio, has colon cancer.
Yeah.
And it seems like it, according to them, has spread. I don't know how aggressive it is. I don't know if they can get a hold of it or what the deal is, but it got me thinking, boy, does it suck to get old.
Yeah.
Right?
That really stinks, too, because, everybody likes him.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, it's one of those things like we talk about at Best Man Medical where you can't really.
You can do.
There's nothing you can do. You can't really avoid. You're not sticking cigarettes in your butt. You're not smoking. You know what I mean? What can you do?
Yeah. Well, higher fiber diet.
But does that just clean you out? I mean, what does that do for cancer?
Well, yeah, because part of what they think happens is all that stuff is sitting inside your colon.
Oh, just building up.
And it builds up, and then all the toxins and everything, that's kind of how it starts, where higher fiber, better diet,
Yeah, because they
exercising.
say sugar is one of the main things. Sugar,
white
that's what cancer,
sugar.
lives on.
Specifically, but
also you have people that are the healthiest that they can be, and they do everything right and stuff and still get cancer.
Exactly.
People
who don't smoke get lung cancer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the ultimate FU.
Right. So I think, everything in moderation, but just be conscious and aware. And if they're like, hey, eating more fiber could limit or, put your risk of getting colon cancer down by X amount, why wouldn't you just add a little bit more fiber?
I love fiber. I ate a bowl of cereal for dinner last night. I would eat that every day.
That is not fiber.
No, it was like a fiber. It was a high fiber. It
not
was a high fiber, kashi kind of cereal. It wasn't like Fruity Pebbles.
Still not good.
What's the best thing for fiber? It said high in fiber on the box.
Yeah, but
Joe, if your mic is on, it would work a lot better. He is right.
Oh.
I get it.
Apologies to you, Joe.
Apologies
to you, my friend.
No problem.
That one was on me.
Okay.
Yeah. Joe said my mic is on.
It is.
I double checked it. What were you saying?
I can't remember.
Fiber.
Shredded
Fiber and your butt.
Wheat germ. You get fiber out of that.
Wheat germ.
Yeah. You know what that is?
Yeah. It's like
Everybody has a jar of
granules.
it.
Yeah.
But adding chia seeds to about everything and anything can really help. Apples are really high in fiber if you're going to pick a fruit to go with, but fruit and vegetables, it really comes down to the less processed stuff you eat and the more fruit and vegetables that you eat, the better off you'll be.
They say the top sources of fiber include legumes, split peas, lentils, black beans, chia seeds, like you said, berries, so raspberries and blackberries, whole grains, barley, quinoa, oatmeal, and vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, that type of stuff.
Yuck. All those things stink.
Oh, beans? Oh, I'll make chili.
Oh, yeah, beans. I like beans, yeah.
Yeah, but I make chili once a week. Because I can do
I love chili.
It's very versatile. You can do different things with it. I like cracking an egg and doing a little runny egg in it.
In the chili?
Oh, it's so good.
Runny eggs make me want to puke.
I love runny eggs.
Yeah, it's not that they're not delicious. They just look gross.
Oh, so good. You get some sourdough and you dip it in there.
Dude, they have, I watch Bobby Flay all the time.
Yep.
And he'll put a goddamn runny egg on anything.
Yes.
Anything they're cooking, no matter what nationality it is, and then you put an egg on it.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I love Bobby Flay.
When I was younger and I worked in the kitchen, and we had Mexican guys there that were cooks and did stuff, and so we would prep everything, get everything ready, and then they would make us breakfast, and they would make they'd make eggs, and then some sort of meat chili sauce thing, whatever, and fresh bread,
and eggs?
maybe. It was so fire hot, but it was so good that I would just be sweating eating this stuff, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's so good!" My face would just be bright red.
Huevos rancheros.
Maybe that's what it was. I don't know what it was, but it was fantastic.
All right, Carmen, what do we have to give away to the people this morning?
Okay, so we have tickets for Busch Gardens Mardi Gras.
Okay.
Gasparilla Music Fest.
All right.
No.
Oh my god, what happened?
I clicked out of
You
it.
dumbass.
I know. I know I saw Neo and Akon on there. They're coming. We also have tickets for
You can do it. You can do it.
Kid
You
Rock.
can do it.
Really stretching it out there.
the Black Crows, and Chris Stapleton.
All right. Yeah, your choice of tickets as we play a little Sporkle. Here we go. Carmen is the keeper of Sporkle. Pap is your judge and scorekeeper. Gio is on vacation this week.
And it's so nice.
It is peaceful.
Nobody's yelling at me over Sporkle.
It's a vacation for Joe as well.
Oh my God, this is
No one's
fantastic.
following you around, watching you do your duties.
Yeah, yelling at me. Why did you clean this place up? I don't have to hear that every day.
Well, I mean, don't keep the place.
Well, I mean, I do anyway,
Okay.
Michael. But I don't need him telling me.
Carmen, what are we playing today?
Okay, so today we are going to be playing all about alliterative actors.
Okay.
Can you name the actors and actresses with alliterative names? I will give you the letters, and this for this game, Jeopardy rules do not apply. I need both names.
Gotcha.
Okay. Also, what is the rule on calling your shot?
I don't know if we figured this out. If you win,
You automatically cancel
Cancel the rule and make a rule. And if you lose, you start the next game minus
Minus 3.
Yeah.
All right. I'm calling my shot as an alliterative name. I am calling my shot on this one.
That's right.
I'm gonna win this.
All right. So, like I said, I'll give you the letters, and then I'll give you the movies. You're giving me the actor or actress.
All right.
Okay. A. Enchanted Arrival.
Amy Adams.
Galvin. A. Manhattan Murder.
Alan Alda.
Galvin.
You son of a bitch.
B. Bound by Honor. Miss Congeniality.
Ooh.
B. Bound by Honor. Miss Congeniality.
Branda Bullock.
Benjamin Bratt.
Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. Damn it.
C. American Beauty. The Bourne Identity. C.
Chris Cooper.
Yes, Galvin. C. The Gold Rush. The Great
Charlie
Dictator. Yes, Mike Calta. D. Batman Returns.
Danny DeVito.
Galvin. D. Evolution. The X-Files.
David
David
Duchovny.
Duchovny. Damn it.
Galvin. E. The Breakfast Club. Young Guns.
Emilio Estevez.
Mike. H. The Piano. Copycat.
Harvey. Oh no. Harry. No. Oh Jesus! I can't
Stop
think.
saying names.
H.
Holly Hunter.
Yes, Mike. H. Twister. As
Helen
good as
Hunt.
it gets. Mike.
You're real Helen Hunt.
J. The Mighty Ducks. Skulls. J.
Joshua Jackson.
Yes, Mike. K. Convoy.
Chris
Blade.
Christopherson.
Mike.
Oh no.
L. Charlie's Angels. Kill Bill.
Lucy
Volume
Liu.
1. Mike. And Pap. We're halfway there.
Come back, kid.
Galvin has 5 points on the board. Michael is ahead. He is winning with 7.
All right, here we go.
All right.
All right. Alliterative actors. Your next one. L. The Parent Trap. Mean
Lindsay
Girls,
Lohan.
Galvin. M, Interstellar,
Matthew McConaughey.
Mike. M, Wayne's World, Shrek,
Mike Myers.
Mike. M, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes,
Marilyn Monroe.
Mike. M, Reservoir Dogs,
Michael Madsen.
Galvin. N, 48 Hours,
Nick Nolte.
Hulk, Mike. R, Green Lantern,
Ryan Reynolds.
Galvin. R, Spy Games,
Robert Redford.
Mike. S, Above the Law,
Steven Seagal.
Mike. S, Basic Instinct,
Sharon Stone.
Mike. And Pap.
Ooh, Nelly.
We're on the last three.
Galvin has 8 points on the board, and Michael has 14.
Oh, damn it.
What do I get out of this?
Nothing.
Oh,
You get to keep your streak
yeah. All right.
and win the game.
Yeah.
All right. So, alliterative actors, last three. Here we go. Thelma and Louise, stepmom.
Susan Sarandon.
Oh,
Yes. Mike.
you didn't give us the letter. I was very confused.
I apologize. Mike, so gets the point. S, Carrie,
Sissy
the
Spacek.
help. Mike. And your last one, S, Rocky,
Sylvester Stallone.
Galvin.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Oh, I
a good
came out
comeback.
strong.
Your final
Not too
score,
confident.
Galvin with 9 points, and Michael is your triumphant champion today. He won with 16.
Thank you very much.
So now what is it? Now that means that I have to subtract 3 points from your score tomorrow.
Right.
correct?
Yeah. I
he
start
starts
-3.
-3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's fun.
Tried it out. Didn't work.
All right, Galvin, you must congratulate me as a deaf person.
I in the vengan I don't when I come and chant and then I bit the bad.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. And you don't even have to worry about offending deaf people
Right,
because
because
they
that
can't hear
is,
it.
and also it's spot on.
It's pretty good, yeah.
It's not an over the top
right.
fake. That is spot
That's
on.
spot on, yeah.
Like I could walk up to somebody and make them believe that I was deaf.
Yes, I believe that. I believe that. All right, let me find a winner here on the phone lines. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Manny Mejias. That's 2 M's.
Hey, perfect. Well, you're the winner, Manny. I'm going to put you on hold. Johnny will grab you during the break, and we'll hook you up with your choice of tickets. Okay, buddy?
Thank you, brother.
Thank
Have
you,
a great week.
Double M. You too. Manny is on line 5. John. Galvin, what do we have coming up in news?
Coming up in news today, we have Ballroom Blitz, You Ruined It, and Confessions of a Cash Grab.
Oh, we got so many things to talk about in news.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll dive right into that next. Ask the Don will join us at 8:30, and Bob Gale, the producer of one of the greatest movies of all time, Back to the Future, will join us in the 9 o'clock hour. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. And while you're there, check out Mike Mansplains Movies. We're about to shoot episode number 2 tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
We're on a roll now, Joe.
Do you know the movie? You giving it away or no?
Movie number 2, it's Midnight Run.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Very
How to
nice.
find another movie that I know my wife would hate.
One of our favorites was on last night. I came across it just as it was starting. That Thing You Do.
Oh, it's such a great movie.
I was like, oh, well, gotta watch this for a
Carmen,
while.
that might be one for me and you to do. Well, you've already seen that.
I've seen that
Yeah,
one.
but you haven't had it mansplained to you yet.
Oh.
Yeah. That's where I think you'll really enjoy it.
Mhm.
Hmm.
How old is what's Liv Tyler in there? Do you think
Oh, I don't know.
she's got to be
24,
pretty young? Yeah,
26. She's so beautiful in that movie.
yeah, she really is. I mean, she's
I don't know what she's doing now. She may be great now.
right. That's the thing. But you look at that and you go, wow.
Carmen,
Yes.
you had a really hot chick at your wedding.
Okay.
Brunette, dark haired.
Kayla.
No. No, Kayla looked really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I told her that. Like the more drunk that I got, I kept going. You look really good. You look really good. I don't know. I think I expected Kayla to be fat now.
Why?
Because she's married, and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, our generation, we're turning this around.
Yeah, you really are.
Yeah, we're not.
You're keeping it tight for a long time.
Right, we're not. Yeah, we're not doing like revenge bodies. I saw someone post this. We're not doing
Revenge body.
Yeah, we're not waiting until we get divorced. We're staying hot for our man right now.
Yeah,
That's a good move.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thanked my wife for that the other day for staying hot,
Yeah.
and I was
You
like, "Thanks."
should.
I said to her, "I go, thanks for not doing what I did."
Yeah.
Yeah. I got comfortable. I was like, "Oh
Well,
I mean, were
Did
you
you-
ever not
Yeah.
comfortable?
no, it just got worse. It got worse. Yeah.
more comfortable.
You're right. She's not shocked."
Yeah.
Is this right? Is this possibly right? So
What?
the release date for That Thing You Do is 1996. Liv Tyler was born in 1977.
So she's 6. She's Amanda's age.
She was 19 when that came out.
Is that how old?
1996 minus 1997. Oops, hold on. I made a mistake. Let's see. 1996 minus 1977. 19.
Wow.
No wonder she looks so
What
hot.
creeps we are.
She's 19. That's totally legal.
I know it's legal, but it still makes us creep.
Nah.
A little
So
bit.
creepy.
No.
Carmen, what did we get for breakfast this morning?
Ooh.
Oh, you should have been all over that the minute you walked in.
No, I can't.
Listen, if you're going to start hanging out here in the studio, you got to get, as director of breakfast activities, you need to get that rolling right
Get
out
some
of the
stuff
gate.
with fiber. Let's go.
I
Yeah,
know.
we could have had a Metamucil this morning.
Listen, we got the cruise coming up.
Yeah.
So we got to lock in.
We got 9 days. What do you think you're going to do in 9 days or whatever
A
it is?
lot.
8 days. Like what?
Girls can do a lot in 9 days.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because they don't have nearly as much to lose and stuff. Like a girl loses 5 or 10 pounds, you're like, good Lord, you look
Yeah, it
great.
makes
You
a difference.
you
Yeah.
know, guys lose 5 or 10 pounds, and you're like, yeah, you're still the same idiot.
Yeah.
Well, and also, like, I did not lose weight leading up to my wedding.
Oh, we know.
Those hooks weren't hooking themselves.
You jerk. No, actually, everything fit great. I put on muscle.
You look
Oh,
great at
yes.
your wedding.
Thank you.
You did.
So, but that was the thing. Like, I wasn't able to lose weight and slim down. So I was like, okay, well then I'm just gonna
Rearrange it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, did you see April Macy's videos yesterday?
No.
Okay, so she's in Tulum
Okay.
and she is really putting it out there. She's got her boobs
She got
out.
thirst traps going.
Yeah, I mean, she looks great.
Well, she's single now, right?
But
Yeah.
she's really putting it out there. So but one thing she did was she wore like a bikini with a cover up dress,
right.
and then she took a full body shot of her for video, and she was keeping her hand over by her belly. She was covering it,
Mhm.
and I went, "What do you think you're hiding in there?" She's got a little bit of a belly. I mean, I wouldn't have said that until she started hiding it, you know. And then she said it was because she had some drinks, and they were all just sitting there in her little pouch right there.
Yeah, but guess what? She doesn't cover that up, and you're like, ugh, gross. Why would you make a video in a bikini? Look at her belly.
No, she had
Ugh.
like she was wearing like a cover up over it. So I don't even think you would have been able to see it. And no,
Yeah.
I would never have been like, ugh,
That
gross.
did sound just like
Yeah, I know
Thank
you
you.
did. That's right. I knew you were doing me.
Yeah, and if it wasn't you, it would be 100 guys just
Oh,
like you.
I love to look at her comments. She is a very pretty woman, and she has very nice large breasts, and she takes a nice picture of her with the contrast with her eyes and her hair and her big white boobs. It looks fantastic, and all the comments are about how terrible she is and how she's not funny and she doesn't look good. And I'm like, who are you people that are? Nobody just looks at this and goes, "Hey, thanks for this picture."
Yeah, it's
That's
you.
how I feel. Not
It's
me.
also you. You do that.
I only do that to you. I only do that to you.
you rarely see comments on anything where it says "good job" or "you
Right.
look great."
They're
You
all
know?
positive. Yeah.
I went straight to April Macy and said, "We are over here creeping on your pictures. We are looking at them," and she goes, "Creep away." Like I'm letting her know she looks fantastic. I thought she looked great.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But again, you.
Not me. I'm the most complimentary guy. I'm the fire emoji guy. I'm heart emoji, fire.
Okay.
Yeah,
What was
I
that
think
number 4? I think I remember being a problematic number lately.
I've since apologized for that.
Yeah.
And I made a little comment on one of her pictures. She had it was Abby and another girl, and I wrote 2 8s. Yeah, just trying to be nice. Just trying to be nice. Just trying to get out
I think
there.
you helped out because she's. It looks like she's really been tightening it up on her social media since you said that.
Oh,
Like,
she's tightening up what she looks like. You mean?
Yeah, she looks extra good lately.
Oh,
I'm like,
no,
okay, all right, you must have gotten her head.
Somebody's got to be honest around here.
I think you are secret fire emoji, hard eyes, and then you're public. Gross. You're the worst.
Negative. I don't think that I've ever left a how do I have the balls to leave a comment?
I'm not saying necessarily comments, but I'm, on here we talk about it all the time.
Yeah, here was different story.
Yeah, I don't think you're putting in writing.
Right. No, but I am very complimentary and heart emoji, fire emoji for sure. I'm throwing them out left and right. I don't care. All right, ladies and gentlemen, time to check in with Galvin. He's got today's news.
And now, News with Galvin on the Mike Calta Show. Sponsored by Badger Bob Services.
What do we have in news today, Galvin?
Let me know if my teeth start chattering like Mabel.
Why, you getting cold?
It's right there.
It is freezing.
All right. You got to tell me. I'll turn it up
Pretty
a little.
cold. Today's top story, President Trump said late Sunday that the U.S. military is, quote, building a massive complex under his controversial new White House ballroom. He says now the military is building a big complex under the ballroom, which has come out recently because of a stupid lawsuit that was filed, Trump told reporters on Air Force One, saying, quote, we have all bulletproof glass. We have drone-proof roofs, ceilings. The president added, he also said, unfortunately, we're living in an age when that's a good thing.
How do they get busted?
I guess there was some sort of lawsuit that's coming out, whatever, that they're building underneath the ballroom.
Right. Well,
I don't know whether you have to disclose that.
My brother sent that to me yesterday when the story broke, and he wrote, imagine what is below the White House.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I never really thought about that.
Well, there was always the rumors of nuclear weapons below the Rose Garden and stuff that opens up.
Yeah.
Missiles.
They'll shoot out of there, yeah.
Well, Carmen, in one of, this might be a movie I have to mansplain to you. In the movie Dave, the president has a stroke, and they have to bring a lookalike in there, and they think it's just going to be a couple of weeks, and then they'll say that he passed away or whatever. But they take the president, and they bring him downstairs, and they keep him down there in the hospital that they have underneath the White House, which probably exists.
Yeah, I would imagine that would make sense to have.
It's almost like they told you what they are going to do or already done before
I don't know,
in
man.
movies.
I don't know. I watched so many things lately that are blowing my mind. Plus, that new Age of Disclosure is coming out. And then there was a thing the other day about more stuff that they found under the pyramids. And it's just, I don't even know what to believe.
They got the website. They just got the website domain name for aliens.
Aliens, yeah. It bothers me that we'll probably be dead before we know any of the answers.
And we'll never know regardless. They will never, ever tell us the 100% the truth.
Yeah, we won't know.
I'd be happy if they go, okay, well, here's what we know. In the ancient civilizations, they had the Anunnaki were here, and they were 10 feet tall, and we made a deal with them, and then they went back to their galaxy. That'd be enough for me. I don't have to know the rest of everything.
Or would you want to know
I would
more?
100% want to know more, but at least I would have some definitive answer that, yes, there's another civilization.
But that's the thing. If they tell you one thing, then every conspiracy theory becomes true at that point.
Yeah, you're right.
Without them
You're right.
Acknowledging it. You know what I mean? So that's why they can't come out with just a little bit. They have to come out with everything or nothing, and it will always be forever nothing.
I don't know, man.
Which sucks, and I don't think it's fair, but also it doesn't change my life.
I know, but don't you just want to know? Like I know. I
don't need them to tell me. I know. I know.
You're good enough with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
As long as I know it.
Yeah.
Gasoline in the United States crossed an average of $4 a gallon on Tuesday, a threshold that hadn't been reached since August of 2022, continuing a series of nearly uninterrupted increases since the Middle East war began that are chipping away at the spending power of the American consumer. Since the end of February, the average cost of regular gasoline has jumped 35 cents, according to data from the AAA Motor Club. Seeing gasoline at more than $4 a gallon when it was below $3 a month ago could push American drivers to change their spending habits.
Did you? I got to tell you, that's pretty rough. Have you taken a look at your 401k lately?
No, not lately. Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
I looked at it yesterday because I went to Acorns. I forgot about my Acorns account, so I went to go look at that and see what was there. and it was lower than I thought it was. And I went, well, let me check my other one, and it was ridiculously lower. And I went, okay, now we're getting to the point where I get nervous.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Well, because we talked about it on the show yesterday, where we said we like gas was like 3 something.
Right.
Yeah.
I filled up yesterday, 466.
Ooh.
466.
Yeah.
What are you
But
putting in?
I did not fill up. No, I didn't fill up, and I only put $20 in, and I'm gonna go someplace else today. It was just because it was like a back
Where you
alley
were, yeah.
gas station.
Yeah,
But
because
still,
I was on the way here, Dale Mabry, and I was driving, and I happened to look at the gas price, and it was $3.86.
okay.
Yeah.
But they change it
Sure.
during times of day and
Yeah.
stuff like that,
Yeah.
which it should be illegal. That seems insane.
Well, they're not changing it while you're pumping it.
Well, they're not changing it while you're pumping it, but they're also changing it when like
People get off work, and,
Right, like-
certain times whenever you do it. It's just like the
it should just be like whatever it is in the start of the day. That's what it should be the whole day.
Yeah, but
They
it depends on oil prices and depend on what's going on.
yeah. That's why they made them all digital now.
yeah.
They were like, we're tired of climbing the ladder and changing it by hand.
right.
Yeah, so they're all digital. But that's just like everything, the Uber, the surge charges where, New Year's Eve for you to get from here to there is, $108. Normally it's $15.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's because more people are using the app and they don't have as many drivers to go with it. Where the gas price, I think that just seems not like a monopoly, but I don't really know what the word is, but it just doesn't seem right. Like whatever it starts
Like
off
price gouging.
yes.
But by the way, Uber, they totally have enough drivers and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
They're just doing it so they can make
price
much money.
gouging.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's the same. Whenever we used to, bartend, we would Memorial Day weekend and New Year's Eve and that stuff. We'd up everything like a quarter or 50 cents across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just did it because you knew people were going to be in. They're going to pay it. That's like airport or stadium or any of the places where you can't go anywhere else. You're like, can I get a Coke? They're like $14. You're like, oh, God
And you'll
damn
pay
it.
for it.
Yeah, you're like, I have to.
But that would also be like, so in the, then you going back in the fourth
At
quarter.
halftime, yeah, at
and-
halftime.
Yeah, and then it's $50.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That just, it doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I
By
get
the way,
it.
Uber is my choice of profession when this thing ends. That's what I'm gonna do.
Out of your gourd.
Yeah.
Instead of
Good
being
luck.
a Walmart greeter, I'm just going to be an Uber driver.
Yeah, that's gonna last
In
about
my Hummer.
30 seconds. That's
you
gonna last
think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think I'm going to be a daytime Uber driver. Like instead of picking up drunks from Ybor, I'm going to take like old ladies to doctor's appointments.
Mm,
Although they can't get in my car, they can't climb in.
yeah.
I can't get up there.
Good luck. This is really weird. Carmen, tell me whether you'd be into this. People are pumping themselves with fat from corpses to perk up their pecs and boobs and butts and stuff.
No.
Not dead fat. You know what they're calling it?
No.
Zombie filler.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Yeah. Ooh, would you do that?
Absolutely not.
Why? Why?
No, because I don't do plastic surgery or any fillers as it is. The last thing
Yeah.
I'm going to do is go to a corpse and get it done. I'd at least suck my fat out.
Well, you're not
first.
going to get it out of the corpse. You're not getting it out of the corpse. It's already been pulled. It's already been pulled. You don't know the difference between where you're getting the fat from, where you're getting it. You don't know where it came from.
Yeah, but I would also be, first off, I would be scared that it would haunt my body and I would be possessed and
Stuck
taken
in.
over, or whatever.
Hungry for things you didn't like before.
Yeah, but also, like, just the, get foreign stuff in my body
Yeah.
would creep me out, too.
What if it gave you superpowers?
Yeah.
All of a
I'll
sudden
wait
you
to
had that
see.
person's strength.
I'll wait to see if that happens. But also, you're not getting that person's strength. You're getting that person fat. That person was a fatty.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
true.
but everybody has fat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just,
It just seems weird. No, thank you.
Zombie filler.
Yeah.
zombie filler does not sound good.
Dead ass.
Mike, you always talk about if you can afford it, go first class on the
Yep,
airplane.
Fly comfortably, live comfortably in your hotel room. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Save
It's-
up for it.
Interesting that you say live comfortably because aviation experts say that sitting toward the back of the plane may improve your odds during a crash.
Yeah.
And being close to an exit could make a big difference, obviously, in an emergency. A study from 2015 showed that middle seats towards the back of the plane were the safest out of all of them.
I would always get on a plane and where you got to pick your seat, or if you got to pick it online, I would always, if I was flying coach, try to get the last row, the last 2 rows, because it's unlikely that people are going to be filling up all those seats. nobody wants to sit at the back.
Yeah.
And also, if they're just getting on and they're filling spaces, they're going to start from the front before they get to the back. So they used to work out for me, but then all of a sudden I'm in the last row sitting next to Moose.
I'm an aisle seat guy wherever. I just want to be on.
I can't be an aisle seat guy because then they just beat up my arm the whole time.
Yeah.
They whale my shoulder with that box, that they wheel down there with all the drinks in it.
I don't like to be middle seat, or
no,
I don't
it
want
can't
window.
be middle seat.
Yeah,
I canceled 2 flights in my life because they gave me the middle seat when I got there.
Oof.
One was Ralphie May was flying me to Las Vegas to go spend the weekend with him. And I got there, and they were like, "All we have left are middle seats." And I went, "No, I'm not going."
Oh.
And I turned my whole trip down. Yeah, there's no way I'm sitting in a middle seat for 5 hours.
One of the nicest things anyone has ever done for me was on our way back from Ireland, and the lady looked at me and she goes, "I can put you where there's no seats in front of you, so you can, stretch your legs out and stuff." And I go, "That would be fantastic."
Yeah.
And she did, and I was like, "Oh, that's so nice." That's the biggest thing for me with airplane travel is how small in front of me is.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
The seat's fine, whatever, but in front of me, I'm like, oh God, I can't stretch out. I can barely move.
I just like the aisle seat because I usually have to go to the bathroom
Me too.
a lot, and I don't want to have to climb over you, and I don't want to be rude. So that's why I always pick an aisle
That
seat.
is my dilemma. Do I want to climb over people or do I want to get whaled in the shoulder? And usually I pick getting whaled in the shoulder. Yeah.
Because I'll get up, you know what I mean, and move and maneuver and stuff. Like I have no problem doing that. Just ask me, but I don't want to have to do that because I know I'm somebody that I'll go 2 or 3 times during a flight.
You're that girl.
I have a small bladder and I drink
Yeah.
a lot. I hydrate. So
If I can pick my seat, I pick an aisle seat and I pick exit row because it has a little bit more of leg room.
Yeah, when they say to me,
And plus, I'm going to be a hero.
do you feel like you can't do the duties? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be responsible for this. I don't want to be the guy that accepted the exit row and then all of a sudden I got to open the door and get all the ladies out first.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know whether you have to get the ladies out.
whatever.
Open the door.
You know me, I'm very chivalrous.
We are just 9 days or 8 days, did I say? Was
8
it 8 days. 8 days away from the cruise. Have you seen the cruise video that is going viral where the guy is going to ask the woman to marry him?
No, I have not seen this.
So Carnival Cruise ruined the couple's proposal. Basically, the staff came out and started singing and congratulating them on getting engaged. Happy engagement, they were singing before the fiance proposed.
oh,
The guy's sitting there. They come over with the cake, and he's looking, and they're like, "Happy engagement, happy engagement," like singing a song, whatever. And the girl looks and whatever, and then the guy just holds the ring out.
I mean, I would have used it to my advantage. I would have been like, happy engagement. What are they talking about? And then when she got into it, I would have been like,
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
you know?
He did not play it off well. He looked mad. He looked at them like, "You idiots, you did it before I even asked him."
Oh, wow.
And then he just kind of held the ring up. The girl said that kind of goes with their luck, though, that they have that kind of thing, whatever. So she said yes,
Mhm.
but they screwed it up. I would have complained. I would have been like, "You screwed it up," because they would have been like, "We'll upgrade
Oh,
you,
yeah,
do
yeah.
some nice stuff for you."
Carmen, are you and Chad going to do it on the balcony?
yeah.
Oh, what room are you in? I want to be in the room next door.
I'm not telling you.
I'm going to put little cameras on my balcony.
No.
Aim them towards your room.
No, I don't know. We've never had a balcony, so
Right. That's what I'm wondering. You guys are going to be all over it.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope that's the case. I might be sleeping a lot. I'm just so tired.
'Cause you're
right now.
pregnant, aren't you? You're pregnant, aren't you?
No.
You sure?
Positive.
If you're not drinking on the cruise, I'm just going to assume you're pregnant.
Okay.
All right.
I'm drinking on the cruise.
Take
Did
a
you
shot
get the
right
drink
now.
package?
Oh, not
Yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah. I'm not paying for
Take a
that.
shot right now.
No. I cannot. I can't function like that anymore.
Yeah.
I'm too old.
Joe can.
Yeah.
Remember, Joe would drink half a bottle in the morning during the show and still be.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say functioning, but
He also
Yeah.
can't get an Uber home after that. So
And he lost his phone.
yeah.
Well,
This is
I don't know if
true.
we're gonna say that's functioning.
these things happen.
Yeah.
Joe, when I'm an Uber driver, I would have taken you home.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't. As long as you don't throw up, I'm not worried.
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
No, I never throw up.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I
yeah,
know.
they don't know.
No, they don't.
They don't know your history, and then
Right.
and then yours. Don't worry, I'm not going to throw up.
Right,
Right.
They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
famous last
Not
words.
happening.
So we all know what an Irish goodbye is.
Yes.
Whenever you just split without telling anyone that you're leaving. Do you know what a Midwest goodbye
Why
is?
do the Irish get the title
Credit for that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay. Midwest goodbye.
Yeah, Midwest goodbye. What would you think that is? If an
I like
Irish
the
goodbye,
Mike Calta goodbye the best. You just don't show up at all.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. A Midwest goodbye is I don't know what the difference would be. I mean, you're going out quiet, I would say.
You didn't grow up in the Midwest.
No.
Carmen and I both grew up in the Midwest. Carmen, what is a Midwest goodbye? Think about this whenever people are leaving, how this goes down.
Oh, a Midwest goodbye.
Because when I say it, you're going to go, yes, that's exactly what it is.
Right. I would imagine a Midwest goodbye is when like 10 people leave at the same time.
No, a Midwest goodbye is when a goodbye takes absolutely forever.
Like 2 hours. Yeah.
It's mostly lingering in the doorway, resisting leftovers. No, please take some. No, we can't.
Yep.
Hugging, promising to return, doing all that stuff. Yeah. I remember my mom on the phone would be like, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, goodbye.
Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. Tell her I said yeah. Okay, all right. And it was that whole. Oh God, yeah. But that totally is
That
especially
makes
the
more sense,
leftovers.
yeah.
Take some leftovers. I don't want the leftovers.
There's
Please
certain
don't make
people
it.
that I talk to that know how to say goodbye. Melanie Martin is one of those people. She just is. I gotta need this. I need this. You gotta give this to me on Tuesday. Okay. Bye.
Yeah,
That's it. She's out. Out.
yeah.
That's great. Then there's some who linger and they want to talk. Or Pete and I will do this for a half hour. So what else? What else is going on? What else are you doing? We got nothing going on, but we'll stay on the phone for an extra half hour.
Yeah, I usually just give it the wrap up. All right.
Yeah, gotta go.
Yeah,
That drives me crazy when Christy does this a lot. Like she'll linger around. I'm like, we're walking out the door. That shouldn't take you 20 minutes.
Oh, that
you know,
Joe.
like,
I relate to that so hard.
mean,
I cannot
please.
understand why we're gonna leave at 3. Why at 5 after 3 I'm still standing at the door going, where the hell is everybody?
yeah, let's go.
Ugh.
Leaving the house should not take you 20
Yeah,
minutes.
this is on you. This is on you.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not because
It's your gender.
I am the one who has to wait for Chad. He'll say, "Hey, we gotta be out of here at 5:30, right?
Yeah.
For the game." And I'm like, "Okay, done." And then I know what time I need to start getting
Right.
ready by.
Yep.
I will be in the kitchen waiting, and he's, "Oh, I gotta run upstairs. I forgot I gotta do this. I want to change my shirt. Oh, let me do this real quick.
Forgot
Oh,
to
let
put
me
his eyebrows
let
on.
me smudge a little bit. Let me do this. Let me do that." And then
Nope.
10 minutes later, I'm just like, this. Like,
Why are you sitting there waiting the whole time?
All right.
Yeah. We could have left it at 10 after 5, and I'd still be on
and I would
time.
still be ready, but I already know I'll be ready, and I'll just be waiting for
Mm-hmm.
him to do all of his little.
My favorite / worst thing ever in the world is I will tell my wife we have to leave at 7:30. We have to leave at 7:30, and then I go, "Are you ready?" And she goes, "It's 7:28." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize."
You said 7:30.
That 2 minutes you're gonna wrap everything up and get ready to go. I literally have to tell my wife if I want to leave at 7:30, I have to tell her we're leaving at 10 after 7.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep,
I
I do
know
know what you
now.
mean. Yeah.
I know now that that's the deal. And she goes, "I'm always late. That's it." And I go, "No, that shouldn't be it. You
Yeah.
should work on that.
I
can
don't
relate
That's
accept
not
that.
a good thing."
No.
Yeah. Carmen, you say you want to travel. That's one of your big things. You
Yes.
guys want to do your honeymoon somewhere or whatever, or travel and do stuff. And you love ranch.
Oh,
Yeah.
Have I got a job for you?
You
Okay.
going to Hidden Valley?
Hidden Valley Ranch is looking to hire an American ranch ambassador to send to Europe to spend 2 months showing foreigners how to use ranch dressing
And
to complement any of their local favorite foods. Yeah. If you're interested, you can go to their website, hiddenvalleyranch.com or hiddenvalley.com, I think it is, and fill out an application to be ambassador.
Ranch connoisseur.
Yeah.
I'm filling out the application right now.
Do it. Yeah. 2 months over in Europe.
That would be awesome.
And all the ranch you can handle.
and everything's paid for, and I'm imagining all the food and stuff
Everybody
will be paid
hates you.
for.
Yeah.
Everybody hates you, stupid American, trying to get you to put ranch on
Oh
everything.
no! Trust me. Once you put a piece of broccoli with ranch on it in somebody's mouth, they're gonna go, "That's it."
Yeah, maybe.
Have you ever seen that where they do like Europeans and different people from different countries trying barbecue or
Yeah.
American stuff? Some of them love it. Some of them are like, "This is weird.
Yeah.
I don't like this at all." But I mean, we try everything. Like Americans want everything.
Yes. Yeah.
Do they have that?
Some.
Like, do they have that where, we go, you want to order Chinese food or you want to get Mexican? Do other places go, do you want to get American? And what's on it? Barbecue.
I wonder, hamburgers, pizza.
But hamburger and pizza are both not really American.
Right, but I wonder if you get the American version of it, like if you get it from McDonald's or if you get it from Pizza Hut,
Yeah, because I think barbecue is American, but like what else is American? Like actual American foods.
Yeah.
French fries.
French fries. You're saying. Let's see if we can break this down and see where you can figure out where the mistake was. You're saying French fries are American.
Not from France.
That is an American thing, though.
Freedom fries.
Yeah.
Freedom fries. I don't know. I don't know what the
What are American foods?
I think desserts maybe.
Let's see. This says fried chicken,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
barbecue, apple pie.
Any like soul food. I'm looking on a Reddit thread right now of what other countries consider American food, and
Hot dogs.
Oh.
yep, hot dogs are on here. Hamburgers are actually considered American food. A lot of pastas, even though you would think pasta is more Italian or Asian, but yeah, that's what all these foreigners are saying is American.
Yeah, I bet
food.
they bastardized the Italian version of it and took it and made it their own, and then added different flavors and stuff.
Yeah.
Meatloaf is American.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Meatloaf.
Mashed potatoes,
A lot of New England stuff: clam chowder, lobster rolls.
peanut butter and jelly.
Fattest show on the radio.
Yep.
Starving though. I'd eat any of these things.
I like that the YouTube it panned to Gio's empty seat while we were talking about food.
Buffalo wings.
Yeah.
Buffalo wings. A lot of sweets, apple pie, chocolate chip cookies. It actually has ranch dressing in here. Ranch dressing. There you go.
Carmen, as the ambassador of ranch, I wish you well.
Listen, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this job.
Wouldn't it be great if Carmen parlayed the ambassador of ranch dressing into some sort of political career?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, she comes back and she's the liaison of between the U.S. and something.
I'm in. I get to live over there.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Where would you go if you had the choice?
Oh, there's so many places. I don't want to just pick one, but I just think Europe because you can get to all.
Oh, definitely
Right,
Europe. But
yeah.
like where in the where would you want to if you were stationed somewhere?
It would all depend on who's nice to me.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I know French people, they don't really like Americans.
You know what?
And I
though?
heard it's pretty gross over there. Like, just the trash, it smells. It's not a very.
I wasn't there very long, but I didn't think it was trashy. But it definitely is bougie. And if you stay anywhere like by where the Eiffel Tower is and all that, you're in a tourist trap. So
Right.
it's kind of hard to
And
judge from that.
Yeah. And that's not really my thing. It's just hard to say because I've never been anywhere.
England is nice looking. Like it's straight out of
It's very boring.
Yeah, it's very boring. There's not a whole lot to do.
Right.
And Barcelona.
See, that's what you said. I've had Gene, who listens to the show, who lived over there for years, said it's beautiful. Don't
Yeah,
listen to
I
my.
didn't say it's not beautiful. It's just boring.
But he did say, like, for my first European trip or like overseas trip, he did definitely say go to Greece or Italy.
Greece,
But that's so I see. But like with that reaction, I'd say, okay, well then just stick me in Greece,
Yeah.
and then I'll just go travel around and to all the other places.
Go to Greece and travel from there.
Yeah, because I love Mediterranean food.
I was gonna say.
I feel like I would really love Greece.
Yeah, especially Greece and Italy, both known for great food too.
But what kind of Greece food can you dip in? Can you put in ranch?
Any pitas?
Pita.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
You
could
probably could do squid.
Oh,
Yeah, because they have a tzatziki.
right.
So you could probably
It's like yogurt based and
Yeah.
dill. So that's kind of is like basically like
ranch.
Greek
yeah,
ranch.
Greek
Yeah.
ranch.
Ranch.
We take everything.
No.
Well, by the way, speaking of food, let's stick with it. Today is National Tater Day.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tater tots.
What's your favorite tater? Tater tots.
Tater tots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tater tots and ranch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not mad at
When
it.
Hooters brought in tater tots, that was a good move because everybody wanted them, but nobody was really making them.
What is the best thing you can think of to dip in ranch? I mean, there's a lot of good
Jets
stuff.
Pizza.
Jets Pizza?
Yeah.
Pizza.
And they have
Wings.
such good ranch. Wings. Very
Mozzarella
good.
Mozzarella
I'm
sticks.
blue cheese all day when it comes to wings.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I
do
like
not
blue
like
cheese,
blue
but
cheese.
I always reach for the ranch. I forget I like blue cheese because of how much I like ranch.
Right. But it's got to be that Hooters little cup of blue cheese. That's the way to go with the chunks.
If you have good ranch and you really know how to make onion rings dipped in ranch.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good.
Put a little
Right.
siracha in the ranch.
Starving
Oh,
right now.
yeah. I know. I am
Order
too.
food.
What am I going to do? I'm going to have to wait an hour. Show be over.
You know what?
By the way, the first time you said it was 34 minutes ago,
Right.
and the food would be here by now, probably.
True. You're probably right.
Way to go. How about this? The NBA announced on Monday that it has approved the sale of the Portland Trail Blazers to a group led by Carolina Hurricanes owner Tom Dundon. Per the league, the sale is expected to close this week. They've reached an agreement to purchase the team from the estate of the late owner, which was Paul Allen, who is the co-founder of Microsoft. Previously owned the Trailblazers from 1988 until his death of 2018. He purchased the team for $70 million. Okay? Portland Trailblazers. They're selling it for how much? Which it's already sold, and it's just a matter of, dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Bought it for $70 million.
What year?
1988. Bought it for $70 million.
88.
Just sold it for how much?
$200 billion.
$200 billion. Do you know
No.
what money is?
No.
You with French fries over here?
$200 million.
200
that's low.
million. Okay,
Yes.
200 million. But I mean, made more than doubled his money.
Yeah, that's really low though.
500 million.
500 million. Joe, any guess?
600 million.
Johnny B, do you know?
I don't know, but if I had
Take
to
a
guess, yeah, I know what football teams are worth and hockey teams. I
Yeah.
would guess probably right around 1 or 2 billion. Yeah.
Bought it for $70 million in 1988. Just sold it for $4.25 billion.
Wow. He made something on his investment there.
Yes, quite the
Holy
return on
cow.
that. Yeah. Is that unbelievable? But then you think about it, how are they paying these players this much? Because people are making so much money now. Like, I have to think of players that played 15 or 20 years ago in any of these sports leagues,
Yeah.
any of the major leagues, that they're like, I can't believe what these guys are making now.
I know. I was thinking about that the other day. Joey and I were talking about it was a Bucks player who just re-signed and how much money they got and they weren't even that great of a player, and they're getting so much money now.
Kickers who aren't kickers aren't, they're signing the, huge contracts and doing that stuff. But I've talked about it with Martine before. Guys now are making so much money.
Yeah.
But it's important to have, if you have a good kicker, if you have a guy like Aubrey who can make it, 70-yard field goal and
Right.
stuff and consistent,
Yeah.
they're making a ton of money. So, yeah, well, that's a nice return. $70 million for $4.25 billion.
Yeah. Did you see when Sternberg bought the Rays? He bought them for $200 million, and they just sold last year for $1.7 billion. So
Yeah, and also
he only
he
owned them for 10 years,
And he
or
didn't
something.
spend any money while he had them.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's like UFC. UFC, they bought, I think I'm going to say it was like $2 million or $3 million, whatever,
really?
and then sold it for $4 billion. Yeah.
That's nice. Must be nice.
Yeah. The owner, what's his name? One of the owners, he said, if you can afford it, he goes, buy a sports team.
Oh,
It's a
really?
really
Don't
good
say.
Yeah, it's a really good investment. Speaking of basketball, did you hear about this? The Chicago Bulls have waived guard Jaden Ivey following videos he posted where he rants about religion and other topics led to him calling out the NBA for celebrating Pride Month.
No,
This is an interesting thing because if you're religious and your religion is against gay stuff, you know what I mean? And you're playing in the league, what is your obligation? Like, what is the deal? Because they put the logos on the shirt, they celebrate Pride, they do all this stuff. Well, the Bulls announced the move on Monday, saying it was due to conduct detrimental to the team. Ivey's video calling out the league was posted on Monday morning, and he said that it was unrighteousness that the NBA would celebrate Pride Month, saying, quote, the world can proclaim LGBTQ, right? Ivey said in the latest video, they proclaim Pride Month in the NBA. They proclaim it. They show it to the world. They say, come join us for Pride Month to celebrate unrighteousness. They proclaim it on billboards. They proclaim it in the streets on unrighteousness. So how is it that one can't speak righteousness? It's a little, you know, who are they to say that this man is crazy? Ivy also said in a different video that Catholicism was a false religion, which comes as a potential issue for his mother. What does his mother do? She is the head women's basketball coach at Notre Dame, which is, of course, a Catholic university. Yeah. So Ivy, you're out.
So what do you think the situation is if you're somebody who is that religious?
Be better.
Well, no, but I mean, should you have to be forced to wear the logo on your uniform?
Russian hockey players,
right?
Because remember that that happened. What was last year or year before, whatever, where he was saying about that because Russia. They don't have gay people. I don't know whether you know or not. But like, what is the situation there when you sign your contract? Are you signing a thing that says I'm going to go along with all of this stuff?
I believe you are.
It
Probably.
There has to be like a
in
morality
there.
clause or something.
I would imagine, yeah. But then you should have looked at your contract better and known that, hey, this doesn't line up with my religion. But then are you going to say, I'm going to turn down an NBA? I'm not going to play in the NBA?
Well, clearly this guy doesn't care about the consequences.
Yeah.
Although if he was probably a bigger star, it would be a bigger situation.
And that's what I meant by be better.
Yeah.
Like if you were a top player like LeBron James, you're getting away with this. If you're not in that,
is LeBron James getting away with that?
Yeah.
He's not bigger than the league.
He's not, and also he's not getting away with it because he draws more attention to it because it's LeBron James. So now they're like, how do we handle this?
He's pretty gay too.
They have to figure out a way to handle that situation because it's LeBron. And everybody's looking at it. So with this guy, they just wave him. And that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody hears from him anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know how that should be handled. I'm all for it, all for Pride Day and celebrating everybody's equality. But if you're somebody who doesn't believe in that, you shouldn't be forced to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the thing is, are you signing in your contract that you go along with the NBA promotions and doing the different stuff?
Yeah.
His contract's for 30. I'm sorry. His contract's for $32.9 million.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I would have sex with men on TV.
Yeah.
Johnny's done it for less.
I would. Yeah, it's hard times, dude. Gas, $4.29 a gallon.
Ivy's a decent player. He's not a superstar, but he's a decent player. But
$32 million a year.
He's not a name that everybody knows immediately that you're gonna, hear it and stuff. And does another team pick him up, or do they go, he's too much of a problem?
Yeah, but I'm with what Johnny says at that point. If you want me to wear, I don't believe in this, but if you want me to wear it, pay me $32 million a year. I'll do it.
Yeah,
happily.
Yeah. So interesting. We'll see what happens. I don't know whether Mo got in on this deal, but Tyler Perry, who is very rich.
Yeah.
Very rich.
Yeah.
And seems, by most accounts, he seems like a pretty good guy, whatever. He was giving out $1,000 gift cards to struggling TSA workers in Atlanta. But now they have been ordered to return them because TSA is not supposed to accept any gifts.
Yeah, so I heard Mo on the air on Friday, and he said that restaurants would eventually start offering TSA agents and their families dinners because they're not getting any paychecks.
Okay.
But you couldn't go there, and you certainly couldn't go there in uniform because you couldn't accept gifts as a TSA agent. As a federal agent, you agree not to accept gifts. So I don't really know. I mean, if I'm a TSA agent and that guy gave me a gift card, I would find a way to keep it. Like it's nobody else's business.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean, like.
And what's the reasoning behind that? Why?
Because they're not getting paid right now because the
No,
government.
I know, but what is the reasoning that they can't accept gifts?
Because they might get bribed.
Yeah, they might get bribed.
Yeah,
they're federal
federal.
employees.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm gonna sneak this cocaine through. Just
Meanwhile, the ones above them are actually getting bribed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
100.
keep the bribes where they
Interesting you chose cocaine to sneak through, Joe.
go. Go big.
Yeah. But how nice would that be? You're not getting paid and stuff, and this guy's out handing out $1,000 gift cards.
Sure, I mean, you got to buy your kids groceries, and you're in desperate times, and this guy's rich and he's willing to help out. You should allow the fact that Tyler Perry is trying to do some good when you guys are holding these people back.
What do you think Tyler Perry's net worth is?
$300 million.
$300 million?
Yeah.
Oh no, he's closer to like $1 billion.
You say
he's never on the list though.
Okay. I have it actually from Forbes 2025. So you say 300 million. You say
600 million.
600 million. Joe,
I say 500 million.
500 million. Johnny B.
800 million.
You guys, Tyler Perry laughs at all.
Really?
He laughs and laughs while wearing a dress and a gray wig. He is laughing at you because he is in 2025, according to Forbes, worth an estimated $1.4 billion.
But he's never on the list that we do of like billionaires.
Yeah,
I think he's been on the list.
If I had $1.4 billion, I would walk around with a stack of $1,000 gift cards, just hand them out willy nilly.
So some of the different stuff. He owns a 330 acres in Atlanta that he was going to do a whole studio thing.
Right.
But I think now with the way everything goes, he's like, we don't even need studio. You just need a laptop and get that stuff done. He's created over 13 Medea movies.
Really?
Grossing over $660 million along numerous television shows. Holds a 25% stake in the streaming service BET Plus, and has lucrative production deals with Netflix, Viacom, all kind of different stuff. Yeah, so he's rich.
He's got a couple of franchises because didn't he get also the Alex Cross franchise? I think he's Alex Cross now too.
Yeah.
So good for him, man. $1 billion.
$1.4 billion.
$1 billion trying to be nice and give some money to workers who
won't
haven't
let
gotten
him.
a paycheck and they won't let him.
And Billie Eilish hates him.
Why does Billie Eilish hate him?
She was all that, hey, bro, why are you a billionaire, bro?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, coming from a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
I love that. I
don't understand people who get mad at people for doing well and making a lot of money. Like if you're crushing other people to get there, that's one thing. But if you're just a guy who's had a stream of success based on hard work, what are you mad at that guy for?
Yeah. Also, they don't understand how much they're paying in taxes and how much they're giving to charity. You have no idea. How much
they're giving to TSA agents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be. Celine Dion is making her comeback with 10 shows in Paris starting in September. Celine hasn't performed since she was diagnosed with, yes, this is a real thing, stiff person syndrome in December of 2022.
So I watched that Bizarre Health thing, and they had, I think the person had the same thing as Celine Dion. They had a thing where they became like statues.
Yeah.
Because what happens is their arteries and stuff begin to burn, turn to bone, and they have to lose limbs. So before you know it, they look like just a bust. They're just ass and shoulders and no arms, and then they get stiff. So people have to pick them up and place them. They can only use their eyelashes and their lips.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything else gets real stiff.
And Celine Dion has a lot of money, and you would think that she'd be able to figure something out, but sometimes they just go, yeah, nothing we can do. Nothing we can do.
Stiff body disease.
Wasn't she working in Vegas for a long time, just paying off her husband's debt? Like,
Is that what it was? I know she was doing a residency out there.
Yeah, and it was because he was like stuck like hundreds of millions of dollars, playing high stakes blackjack and everything else. And,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean that's the reason why she went out there and signed like a 10-year deal at Caesar's Palace or whatever it was. Yeah, so I guess she paid it off.
They have her estimated net worth around $570 million.
That's pretty solid. I don't know that I want to work anymore if I have $500 million and stiff body disease.
No.
I just want to be stiff.
Yeah.
I just want to put me in a corner, put me on a shelf somewhere, and let me rot out for the rest of my life.
And that's one of the reasons why I feel like these celebrities definitely like sold their soul to somebody, or they're being controlled by somebody because
they're still working.
Yeah. At what point?
But the other thing is,
like,
you just die if you're not working.
Some people do.
Here's the thing, though. You're also Celine Dion, known for being one of the best voices of all time. Like she's a great singer. You want to continue to do that. She's done that her whole life. She loves doing it. You know what I mean? And you're kind of denying the world your gift that you have. And like Mike said, you stop working, you die. A lot of these people are like, I can't stop doing this. If I stop doing it, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
You think it's great. Oh, yeah, I have $500 million. And you're sitting around. And then you're just like, all right, well, I'm just sitting
Yeah,
around.
they're going to die because someone's going to kill them because they sold their soul to them.
Listen, it could be. It could be some of that, but it could be just, people enjoy doing it. You say it all the time, like the bands that tour and do stuff.
Yeah, I never understand how the Rolling Stones still have an urge to go out there for 2 hours every night and run around that stage.
But also think about this. Every city you go to, they're so excited you're there. You're staying in the best places. You're eating the best food. You're getting driven everywhere. You're getting taken care of. Then you go out and you play songs that you created to people that are screaming their heads off and think you're the best. And they want to come backstage and tell you how great you are. And tell you how great. And then backstage you have great food, great drinks. And then all the
It's a great life.
Yeah,
it's
and then all the hottest girls want to do whatever they can to make you feel good.
That
and then
part's
you
a
go
good
back
part.
to your super fantastic hotel, driven back there in a nice limousine, and then you go and do it all over again.
Maybe I haven't lived at Galvin at that level. You know what I mean?
I think
I'm
it's pretty
going
good.
back to a home to suites with a orange juice and a power bar.
I'm gonna say, even at my level, like you want the admiration. You want to people, you want to know that you're performing and people are enjoying what you do.
Sure.
Like, Seinfeld's worth $1 billion, but he's still out there doing stand-up shows.
He loves it. He can't stop doing it.
I'll never stop either. Like if I hit the Powerball, I'll probably open a small club and just do what Les McCurdy does. Like as long as I can get on stage and perform, and that's if you're born into that, that's what you do.
Seinfeld, they say he does his show, gets off stage, gets in a car, drives right to the airport, takes a private jet home, and sleeps in his own bed.
Yeah,
that's to me too much.
Like why? Yeah, like why do that?
Spend the night, stay in the hotel.
Yeah, but he does a lot of hanging out too, though.
Yeah.
You see him with the other comics, and they go to a diner, go somewhere, and hang out and talk about the show and talk about comedy. And
Jerry Seinfeld is somebody that I absolutely love because I love the Seinfeld television show, but I don't find his stand-up to be funny at all. And I would love to meet him, but I have a feeling I'd be very disappointed if I did. Like he'd be a total douchebag.
I've heard he's awesome.
Really?
Yeah. I've heard he's super cool, and you could even tell, like with his comedians and cars podcast and all, he just likes to hang. Like
right.
he just wants to hang out.
I think he likes to hang out with other comedians and stuff. I don't think he wants to know any fans, which is fine. I would imagine, being that popular for so long, he's probably sick of it. But I feel like, if I ever had the opportunity to meet him, I would just shake his hand and say, "Thank you, nice to meet you." And I wouldn't try to make any small talk with him because it would make me want to hate him.
he is a hilarious comedian, great comedian. And,
I disagree.
Well, but here's the thing: is what I was going to say is I think time has passed, and it's observational humor, and it's kind of gone where it's more storytelling and that type of stuff. Where I haven't seen him for a long time, but I saw him a bunch of times when I was younger, and he was fantastic.
Yeah, I think when I was younger, I probably would have thought he was fantastic too. But now, same thing with Jay Leno. I went to see Jay Leno, and I know he's great at what he does, but I was just bored out of my mind.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain guys that are stuck in a time and a way that they do it because that's how they've done it.
Yeah.
And they're not going to change. You don't want AC/DC to go, oh, reggae's big. Let's try and do reggae.
Exactly.
You want AC/DC to be AC/DC. So I don't know.
I want to know what I'm getting.
It's like the old monologue style comedy. And if you go on a cruise ship now, that's basically what they're doing. They're doing that old style because it's safe, and it's just observational stuff. Look how small the showers are on this cruise.
What about you? What do you got prepared for Calta Cruise 19?
I got some ideas. Yeah. So I was going to talk to Galvin and a couple people off air about it. It's maybe I thought about doing like kind of a roast of different listeners.
Do it.
Maybe
do it.
I thought about doing. Have you ever seen? There's a roast style called "You Look Like." And
yes.
And I thought it'd be kind of fun to do like a 10-minute "You Look Like" with different people that on the cruise, and just kind of build it up, because we always do it on the last day. So I just jot down notes during the cruise of what different people are doing, and then just kind of like just have fun with the crowd.
Galvin got you with a "You Look Like" at my roast.
Yeah, what was
he
that?
said, "Johnny B, you look like somebody put glasses on a pile of laundry."
Yeah. Those. I heard you say how big are those glasses. I don't wear those all the time. I wear those for funny stuff like that. Those are actually the same exact frames that De Niro wore in Casino.
That's
and
what they look like, yeah.
I thought I would like them, so I ordered them. They were super expensive, and then when I put them on my head, I go, "Yeah, these are massive. Like
They're
this looks
huge."
Yeah,
because I saw you the other day with your regular glasses on, and I go, "Yeah, those other ones were like windshields."
Yeah, I don't wear those out and about. Like go out to dinner with my wife. She'd be like, "Hey, jack off, take those off." So
if you were wearing those, Johnny, and we did a "You Look Like" roast, I would say you look like a Buick.
Okay. Yeah. Basically.
Carmen, you watched The White Lotus?
Yes.
Like every female has to watch White Lotus. My wife asked me if I wanted to watch it, and I go, I don't think it's for me.
I have not
have
seen
you
it.
seen
No, I have not.
People like it.
I
I mean,
know,
it's
yeah.
very popular.
Mystery, there's murder, there's drinking, and it's also on at like really nice hotels.
And they change, like they have different people that come through, so different stars and stuff, right? They keep like one.
Well, each season is in like a different country,
Okay.
and stuff like that. But usually someone, because White Lotus, it's like a hotel, like resort,
Right.
and you're usually like a member, so you can go to the different resorts.
So then they'll have one
like
actor
someone like
actress.
pops back up. Yep.
Well, on season 4, did you hear who's going to be joining the cast?
No.
Season 4 is going to be Heather Graham
Okay.
and Rosie Perez.
Okay.
Boo. Too old. Too old, bros.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They could both get it.
They both stink. Heather Graham was never good looking to me.
Really?
Never.
Oh.
Roller girl, none of that stuff.
Yeah.
Never thought she was good looking. And Rosie Perez is, what is she, 65 years old now?
Yeah. Rosie Perez seems cool though.
Been on the show.
Rosie Perez seems like she would be fun to hang out with, and she loves boxing.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm not clamoring to hang out with Rosie Perez.
I think they'll be good.
What about this? You want to watch this? Sony Pictures TV, Laura Dern and Adam McKay are teaming up for a limited series about the investigation that blew open the Jeffrey Epstein case.
Okay.
Adam McKay, who did, Too Big to Fail and all that type of stuff.
Succession.
Where, he has a lot of good, TV credits to him for sure. Dern is set to star in the drama, which is based on the Miami Herald investigative reporter Julie K. Brown's book, Perversion of Justice, the Jeffrey Epstein story.
All right. That I would like.
Yeah.
Ripped from the headlines.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
I don't know when that's coming out. No release date yet, but they're working on that. This is a complete money grab, and I get it because she's super rich, and if she settles, you probably get a few $100,000, maybe $1 million or something. Taylor Swift is being sued for the trademark infringement over the title of her album, "The Life of a Showgirl," by a woman who writes a column called "Confessions of a Showgirl."
So what does that have to do with anything?
Exactly, she's just trying to get some money.
Just trying to get some
Just
money.
trying to settle out
And
of court.
I hope to God they don't even give her $20,000.
Yeah, I hope so. Same, but what she's doing. She's just doing it so that
Sure.
they go, yeah. Shut her
What
up.
a nonsense lawsuit.
No. You used words that I used.
But you're not even close.
Yeah.
They're not even close, and they're not even the same genre. One is a written advice article, and the other one is the name of an album.
And
Nobody's confusing anything.
I have to imagine Taylor Swift's people do all their
Cleared it.
research and
Yeah.
made sure, and I think
It'd
Taylor
be
will win.
You couldn't even. I was gonna say, even if she has Confessions of a Showgirl trademarked, that's fine. This is a different title, Life of a Showgirl.
Right.
That's a different thing.
Nope. I don't
Yeah.
like it.
That's like
She
saying
gets nothing.
because we talk about all the time how so and so will come out with this sandwich, whatever, and then the other place will go, yeah, we're doing that too.
Yeah.
And they just do the exact same thing and
Right.
call it nuggets or they call it this or that.
Dr. Pepper, Mr. Pibb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
You will not be going to this, but some people may be excited about
You
this.
don't know what I'm going to do.
I'm thinking you won't, but we'll see. Deep Purple
Nope.
will tour North America this summer with Kansas, and Jefferson Starship will join them on some of the dates. Not this date, though. Deep Purple in Kansas will be at the Sound over in Clearwater on Saturday, August 8th.
All right. So Deep Purple, those guys are still alive.
Some.
In Kansas, I don't even know. What was the other band?
Jefferson
Yeah,
Starship.
none of those people are alive.
Mickey Thomas.
Mickey Thomas.
Yeah,
maybe.
because I saw him and he sounded
Grace
good.
Jones.
He
or
sounded
Grace
good.
Slick, rather.
Yeah.
It would be just those two, but I don't think she's in the band anymore.
I don't think she is.
Yeah, so it's just him
Mm.
and that other guy
You're
who wrote
hearing
all the
the
songs
music.
is dead. Yeah.
You're hearing the music.
Yeah, I'm not going.
Okay.
You called that one right out of the gate, Calvin.
I kind of
correct.
figured.
Yeah.
I got tickets.
Although-
I did not get you one.
I did see over the weekend a video of Jeff Scott Soto and Sammy Hagar singing Highway Star together.
Yeah.
God, both those guys can sing their
Oh, yeah.
balls off, man. Yeah,
That was out in
pretty
Vegas?
Awesome. I don't know what they were
I
doing.
think it was
where
out
they
in
were.
Vegas because Sammy was out there doing the Van Halen stuff, Sammy Hagar, and doing a residency for
Yeah.
a little while. And I saw that Jeff was going out there.
I am excited this month to go see Saigon Kick.
Yeah.
which is happening with Jeff Scott Soto, Jason Bieler, Chris McClernand, who is the not the original, but the original replacement bass player,
Right.
and then Stephen Gibb on guitar. That's happening at the Capitol Theater. That I'm very much looking forward to because I've seen Jason's version of it, and I've seen Jason's solo stuff, but I have not seen Jason do Saigon Kick with an entirely different singer. So, and Jeff Scott Soto is one of the best singers I've ever seen in my life. That's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, that'll be fun for sure.
I need to get one of those booths where the Muppets sit up in the top.
Is it at the Capitol?
The Capitol Theater,
Yeah.
yeah. Because those seats are too small. And my knees are crammed up in front of me. I'm either going to sit in one of those booths like the Muppets or see if I can just stand on the side of the stage. That'd be the only way I'll be comfortable.
And that's Phil Verone on drums, right?
Phil Verone, yeah.
Yeah. And then finally in news, how well do you think you could survive different situations?
Save this for a break, Calvin.
Okay.
We're going to take a break. And you know me, a guy who could fight a bobcat. I can't wait to find out what those situations are.
All right.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll dive right into that. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. The Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, is on TV right now talking about Operation Epic Fury. I don't see any reason to go to it live, but if anything major happens, we will certainly tell you about it.
I don't like that CNN doesn't have him listed as Secretary of War.
No, they refuse.
Yeah, I don't like that.
They have him as Defense Secretary.
If you have a cool name, use it, bro.
Yep. All right, Calvin, what were you about to talk about before we went to break?
So BuzzFeed has a list of common survival tips that most people actually get wrong. So I'm going to see whether you can figure out how you would actually survive these different things.
They say if an alligator is chasing you, you're supposed to run zigzag.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how I know that? Father Guido Sarducci was on Letterman in the 80s.
And he told you that?
He goes, he talked to him and he goes, well, Father Guido Sarducci, thank you for coming. Anything you'd like to say to the people? And he said, yes, if an alligator chases you, or run a zigzag. Yeah, so, but they say that that's not true.
Well, there's a few different things that they have on here. If you are, you're usually better off staying with a broken down vehicle. Like if you get, especially in the snow or something like that.
What if you break down in a bad neighborhood?
Well,
that happened to me. I broke down in Overtown in Miami.
I think they're talking more about being stranded out in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. Whatever they say, instead of trying to hike out into the unknown, you don't know whether you're going, 50 miles this way. It might be a mile that way where there's stuff, whatever. Also, they say stacking your tires, taking your tires off your car, lighting them on fire will send
create a
smoke. Yeah, which will be visible from very far away.
I did get stuck in my car in Miami one time in Overtown, and I called the AAA, and they said, "Are you okay where you are? Do you feel safe?" And I go, "No," and I go, "I don't," and they're like, "Okay, hang up the phone and call 911." And when I'm like, "What am I supposed to tell 911? I'm a huge pussy, and I'm in the middle of a bad neighborhood." Yeah, I was like, "Nope, I'll just wait." Yeah. Thank you.
They say do not eat anything raw like Bear Grylls does. You don't want to be in a survival situation and get sick.
You have to crap your pants.
Or get a parasite or something like that. Yeah, unless you know what you're doing and know what you're eating and stuff. Yeah, don't just be thinking that you're going to pull stuff out of the stream and eat it and do all that kind of stuff. What if you get frostbite? What are you supposed to do if you get frostbite?
If you get frostbite, you're not supposed to put your feet in hot water.
Okay.
You're not supposed to go to hot. I think that I don't know. I don't know what the proper thing to do is.
They say do not rub your skin to warm up if you have frostbite because they can literally tear the cells and the tissues.
Right off.
Yeah, all that stuff. To get warm slowly, what you're supposed to do for mild frostbite, tuck your fingers and toes into somebody's armpit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a hot spot.
Yeah.
That's a hot spot. I've been in my own armpits a couple of times.
That's why people will do that. They'll get skin-to-skin contact under like a blanket or something, whatever. And
you know what else
well,
is
like
good?
before sleep, like I always put my feet on Chad's feet to like warm them up.
Yeah,
that's annoying. That's cute now, but give it another year and you're gonna be like, all right, let me sleep it out, putting your skanky feet on.
It's been 5 years, okay, and
it's different now. You're married now. You're married now. Why answer me this question? Why do all wives' hands max out at 36 degrees? Why do you have the coldest hands in the world?
You know, I did read this at one point, but I forgot why. It's just like the way our body like circulates.
Oh, my
It's,
God.
circulation.
Yes.
My wife's got the coldest hands in town, and all she wants to do is put them on my back.
Well, and the crazy thing is like I don't like wearing socks. Like I wear slippers and stuff like that, but I usually like to go barefoot, even
Yeah.
if my feet are cold. I don't like. My first instinct isn't to put on socks.
If you're stuck out somewhere with Joe, and you, by the way, I'm not going to blame Joe. I'm going to ask you first. You still didn't have it on?
Yeah. You know why? Because Carmen is the third mic in succession.
Yeah.
So I'm not used to skipping over, and it's 3 mics, 1 off, and then 1 on. I keep forgetting that last one.
All right.
Sorry,
all right.
Joe.
But it,
Whoa.
no, that's
That was
me.
if you're stuck out somewhere in the freezing snow with Joe, and you have 100% you're going to die because it's freezing, or you have a 70% chance of surviving if you and Joe hug each other shirtless.
Oh, I would do that. I'd do that right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I would
Just
do that
checking.
just for funsies.
Just checking.
Yeah. No, I always talk about, I've talked about this before. I've laid in bed at night trying to fall asleep to this and thinking about if I lived in Buffalo or someplace where they get snowstorms out of nowhere, I would always have a blanket, some water, and something
Beef
in my
jerky.
car. Yeah, something
Yeah.
in my car in case I had to live out there waiting for a rescue car.
Yeah, some sort of fire starter kit, something. If you get stabbed, what are you supposed to do?
You were
Put
supposed to
pressure on
apply
it.
direct pressure to the wound. Yeah.
Do you?
No, you never take it
No.
out.
You don't take it out?
You don't take
Don't
it
take
out.
it out.
Everybody says you don't take it
You
out?
do not take it out.
That's right. You don't take it out.
No.
Don't touch
Oh.
anything. Just call 911. You want to leave that in. It acts like a cork because a lot of times you take it out and then all of a sudden it just
Carmen.
starts squirting blood.
Oh,
You and Joe are hanging out, and Joe is cutting limes for a Corona, and
okay.
he cuts the tip of his finger off. What do?
You put the tip of the finger in ice,
Yeah.
and then you wrap up his finger and you apply pressure to it, and then you get him to the hospital so they can put the finger back on.
Yeah, you're supposed to put it
Thank
in
you,
ice
Carmen.
or in milk
Welcome.
Yeah, milk.
Milk?
Yeah.
Why milk?
because it keeps
Delicious.
it clean. I guess it keeps it clean or keeps it alive. I don't know. I don't know what it does, but milk is supposed to be the
Never
thing.
heard that.
Yep.
Do you ever see where somebody gets their limb blown off and they pack maggots in it and
Oh,
put it
yeah.
on and do that whole thing? Oh, that's so weird.
Did you see on the pit when the guy got his the girl got her leg cut off? They had to take her leg off,
Yeah.
and they had to try and put it back on. Oh, and they just
And she woke up and saw it on the
saw
table
it. And
next
they,
to her.
oh my god, that would freak me out so bad.
I liked whenever there was a situation on one of the last episodes where the guy said "oops," and the guy was like, "What?
Yeah,
What?"
yeah,
what?
the girl-
And the
yeah.
other one goes, "We try not to say oops in the emergency room." Movies always show people wandering through the desert in the middle of the day. Don't do that. Seek shelter and let the highest temperatures pass.
Sure, you don't want to be walking, and plus you get lost and you run out of hydration.
Also, I don't necessarily want to be walking through the desert at night either, but
Yeah.
I guess at least with a moon and, you do it, it's a little bit cooler. Do not wait 24 to 48 hours to report somebody missing. If you have a bad feeling about something, they say the first few hours are the most crucial. Now, a lot of times you see on TV where they say you can't report somebody missing for 24 or 48 hours.
Right.
You can. I don't know what the situation is, what the call to action is, but at least you have it on record that, hey, this person's missing. They've been
Yeah.
missing for,
Yeah, that stinks because they'll get it on record, but they don't do anything about it for another,
Right.
Maybe.
And everybody thinks that this is the first time it happened to them. This is like, Bill would never do this. Bill's not the kind of come home. Bill's drunk somewhere.
Yeah. But, I don't know. I don't know whether they do wait or what the situation is. It may be different states, different counties, different rules to it.
Yeah. All I know is Savannah Guthrie's
I
mother
was
is
just
still
about
missing.
to say. I was
Oh.
just
Still
about to say.
missing.
it.
Insane.
It's totally insane. Totally insane that they don't know why them, why her, who could have done it, what is the key,
Where she is.
where she is, will she ever come back alive, and they'll never know any of that stuff. Is she being tortured? Is she already dead? Oh, it's so hard to think about. It's
Yeah.
not even close to being related to me. It's just so hard to think about.
Crazy. They say do not drink your urine.
Oh,
It mentions it in some military survival manuals, but it'll accelerate the dehydration, not slow it. You think you're getting liquid in, but it's not good for you.
Yeah.
And it's even less effective if your body is already dehydrated, stressed, and malnourished. Then you're drinking urine on top of that. It's not good.
I would hug Joe shirtless before I drank my own urine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that grosses me out.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Also, they say don't pee on a jellyfish sting.
Right.
You're not
They say
supposed
that's
to.
not even real.
Yeah, you're supposed to rub vinegar or salt water on the wound and immerse the area in hot water for at least 20 minutes. Yeah.
So where did the urine thing come from?
They think because of ammonia in your urine and this, that, but I guess it's not a real thing.
I think it was just a pervert before Google.
Probably, yeah.
Quick, pee on me.
I don't know. Maybe if I pee on it, that'll work.
Try whatever.
We're here in Florida. You mentioned this one. Do not run in a zigzag to avoid
there
an
you go.
alligator or crocodile. Just run in a straight line as fast as you can because they can only run in short bursts. So they're fast for short bursts, but we can
They
run
don't have
much
stamina.
further, than they can.
I don't want to try to outrun an alligator.
No.
Nope.
I mean, we've seen them like climb fences and
Yep.
trees and stuff
Opening
like that.
doors.
Yeah. I don't think we're getting away,
No.
honestly.
That's one thing I don't want to play with at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yo,
watch
you
those
don't-
guys
yeah.
who boop them on the head. They'll walk up to them and just touch their head, and that's crazy to me.
Still to this day, the one most amazing thing is the alligator. And there's an old man who's got to be like 70 years old, and he takes off his members only jacket and tries to put it over. No experience with an alligator. Probably never saw an alligator in real life in his entire life, whatever. He thought, I'll put my jacket over. I should be able to subdue an alligator.
Yeah.
So insane. Yeah, that's crazy. By the way, speaking of running, that's how they used to hunt, too. Isn't that crazy? They would just run down animals because
Oh, yeah.
most
With
animals
spears.
don't. Well, but they would run them until they just ran out. They couldn't run anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because humans can obviously run a lot further distance and not overheat, where the animals would run and they'd panic and they would, they'd get away, but then humans would chase after them more and more, and it may take however many miles, whatever.
Yeah.
But then they're just overheating and, and then they just go up and
Oh, boy.
got ourselves an animal. This one, do not use a hair curler to cauterize a bullet hole. I don't know who's trying to do this. It does not work.
That seems like a great idea.
It just hurts like hell.
It seems like, because it probably doesn't get
It
hot
doesn't
enough.
get hot enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was in a movie or a TV show or something.
You know what they say you need to carry with you? What the most important thing to carry with you is tampons to
Oh,
stop
yeah?
bleeding.
Oh,
Yeah,
to like
yeah.
plug
Yeah.
it up.
Gunshot wound or something like that.
Yeah,
The old tampon in there.
not a bad idea.
No,
You won't be able to punch a shark in the nose.
not true.
Good luck throwing an accurate punch underwater at something moving 25 miles per hour. You are more likely to accidentally hand feed a shark than land an action hero hit.
So how are
Yeah.
you supposed to stop them? Go for the eyes?
Yeah.
Stay on the land.
Gills. You
Stay
grab,
on
Yeah,
land.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
grab them by the gills too.
It says instead, maintain eye contact with the shark. Slowly back away without making any erratic motions or anything like that. If the shark is in attack mode, strike the eyes or the gills if you can.
Okay.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah.
Swim out of your cloud of doo doo.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Hopefully it doesn't want to eat a big poo sandwich because that's what's coming at him. Well, there you go. There's 10 tips for you if you're, in different survival situations.
I always wonder what to do if I ever encounter a bear. I know that if it's a black bear, you're supposed to yell at it and try to scare it away and all that. But I don't know. I saw a video the
Well,
other
it's
day.
brown, get down,
Yeah.
right?
Which,
Uh-oh.
That sounds pretty racist.
This is how you met Chad?
Yes.
but also I think it was Jim Gaffigan. He goes, that sounds like the bear made that up.
Yeah.
Just lay on the ground and cover yourself in cheese.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't ever want to encounter wildlife like that. Did you see the video going around of the guy who ran into the orangutan?
Yes.
And the orangutan wouldn't let him go for 3 hours.
Wait,
So
what?
strong. Yeah, he's like there with them. And the orangutan isn't like doing anything major, but he's just holding on to him. And the guy tries to get away and he pulls him by his head and he kind of pushes him down. And I mean, they're so strong.
Oh, so
that there's
the
no way.
orangutan just wants to cuddle? I'll go,
Yeah.
I'll go take a nap with the
I
orangutan.
know, but when you try to get away and it pulls you down,
I know,
Yeah.
that has to be so
Yeah, you're not
scary.
going anywhere.
Because you realize you have no chance.
Right.
Yeah.
You have no
The
chance.
strength on this animal.
Because he's
is
just
amazing.
one hand, a human man, just one hand pulling him around like nobody's business.
And
Yeah,
that,
and at any time he could just eat your face off.
If
Right,
you
that's the
want to,
whole
yeah.
thing I'd
Right.
be worried about is getting my face chewed off.
and that is one of my delusions. I feel like I could come across a bear or orangutan an elephant, and they would want to be my friend. I mean,
yeah.
it's like I feel like they know I have good intentions, and they just want to hang out with me too.
I got to tell you, I think I would be pretty bad at surviving somewhere because I would not be able to build shelter. That would be one,
Shelter, fire.
Yeah, fire.
What?
You're screwed.
I think you'd be able to build a shelter.
Depending on what is there, like if they had, hopefully a blue tarp that I could, do something with.
But I think you'd
If
be
I-
able to just find some fallen trees and line up the sticks so that you can get underneath them. And I don't think that's as hard as you think it is.
I think it's a lot harder than you
Then-
think it is.
yeah.
Like,
I've done it though.
but I get that you're, you have somewhat of a thing over your head. That's not stopping rain.
no,
or
no.
doing any
It's
of
just,
that
but it's
stuff.
a shelter. It's not a home.
Yeah, from
And
sun.
when's the
Right.
last time you did it?
when I was a kid.
Right, when you were 5, and they probably had little things laying out
5.
there for you guys.
No. So, and I got my wilderness survival merit badge. Okay,
Right.
and I'll tell you what they did. They gave you one of those things. You ever see when you go to the beach, you wear the thing around your neck and it's got like a little tube on it,
Okay.
and they said put whatever you can to survive inside that tube, and then they gave us a plastic tarp the size of a.
So they gave you shelter.
No, they just gave us the plastic tarp,
Yeah.
and they gave us some twine, and we had to fit the twine in that little thing.
Right, but I'm saying like if you don't have that stuff and you're not prepared
Right.
to be
It's
Right.
just
stranded.
you
So I will
like
tell
that
you-
in the woods right now.
Right. So I will tell you. Well, listen, I'm not living in the woods, but if I had to survive for a day or two waiting for somebody to come rescue me, I think I'd be okay. There was a lot of places to sleep. Like there was a lot of soft areas, but I couldn't find anywhere to tie the tarp. So what I did was I pulled some branches down to kind of cover it, and then I put the tarp over those branches. So if it did rain, I would actually have some
Yeah.
shelter in there. Wasn't an ideal great space on there, but I did have some over the top cover. And then mostly what I had inside the thing were matches so that I could light fires all night. And that was the key.
But could you
Survival.
light a fire without matches?
I have, but it's not easy. Like I could do it with flint and steel, but as far as rubbing
flint
sticks
and
together,
steel, yeah, rubbing
saying-
sticks.
No way.
Rocks, sticks,
No.
like could you do it like with
no
anything?
way. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that people have done it. And I know that you can do it, but I don't think that I'd have the patience or the skill
Determination.
Yeah, because
No.
they
Yeah.
have even experts. It takes them a long time to be able
Yeah.
to do that.
to do that. Yeah, when watching Tom Hanks doing Castaway is insane. The first couple of times he burned, rubbing holes in his hands.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. But flint and steel, you can kind of get away with it.
And that's the other thing that was really good in Castaway was stuff happens that you're not expecting. Your tooth.
Oh.
You have a
Oh,
tooth.
yeah.
We've all had
Oh.
toothaches before. Yeah. Have you ever seen Castaway or no?
Yes.
And then he takes the ice skate
Yeah.
and gets it out of there and stuff.
Yep.
But imagine living. First off, you're on a deserted island and you're just trying to get by, and then you're like, my tooth is killing me. And if you've ever had a toothache that's killing you, it's the most miserable thing. So I think I would shove a skate in my mouth to
sure.
get that out.
Sure.
Oh,
I think suicide.
well,
Well, so did he.
thought about it. He
Right.
thought about it.
But I think that comes to mind first for most people instead of going through all that pain and stuff. Like I know we have survival instincts in us, but I don't think we have them the way we used to, like
If-
in the 90s, because we've lived so comfortable for so long.
Yeah. And it's also, if you're already 3 months in on an island, you're miserable, you're skin and bones because you're not getting enough food, you're sunburned, all that stuff. And then you get a toothache, you
Right.
go, all right, I'm taking a header
And
off
then,
the rocks.
and then on top of that, you have to imagine like after 3 months, they're not looking for you anymore.
Yeah.
No.
They're, like now, like we do a search party for like a week.
We assume Nancy Guthrie's dead.
Yeah.
It's been a little over a month.
Yeah.
We assume she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they still looking for her at like the way they were the first week?
I'm sure they're not.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
if they had, let's say 1,000 people looking for her, and now it's probably 100 people looking for her.
Right.
Oh man, this is depressing.
yeah.
Well, don't get stuck wherever.
All right, listen, we got to take a break, but when we come back, Ask the Dom is going to be in the studio with us. He'll be taking your legal calls. If you want to get on the phone lines, now is the time to do so. 800-771-1025. That's 800-771-1025. If you got a legal question, you need some free legal advice, not sure if you need a lawyer, if you have a lawyer, and not sure if they're doing a good job, you got a simple question about what the law is, now is the time to get on the phones. 800-771-1025. Ask the Dom joins us next on 1025 The Bone. Dom, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Mike. Good morning. Thanks for letting me sneak in early for my court hearings.
What do you got? What do you got going on today?
I've got 9:30, 2 DUI hearings. One's a VOP, violation probation.
Ooh, not good. That's not good.
That's never good. We're working around it, though. We're working around it. And the other one is a resolution of a DUI being reduced to a reckless driving.
Is that usually the case?
The majority of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on the facts and circumstances, but if they're going to reduce the DUI and it's not a null pros, which is an outright dismissal, then the statute right below the DUI statute is the reckless driving statute. And then that's usually what the reduction goes to.
I know you're not allowed to talk because you got attorney-client privilege, but I'm assuming it's not Tiger Woods, correct?
No, that's it. We're here in Hillsborough County. No, I'm not. I'm not over in the middle of the state.
I don't know what you got going on.
Yeah.
All right, let me get to some of these phone calls. Good morning. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got? Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Yes, sir. You're on with Ask the Dom. What do you got?
Hi. Yeah. I had a recent DUI. It's my first one. So I really just didn't know how to go about. I have a steady job, so I'm not really. I don't have enough to really hire a lawyer. So I just wanted to see kind of what my options were. If I should go with a public defendant, if that's kind of a bad idea, if I should just fork up the money, see if I can work out a deal with a lawyer.
Well, first of all, a lawyer is going to be provided to you in the Constitution. So you're never going to be in a situation where you're not going to be entitled to a lawyer in a criminal charge. And I mean that's just embedded in the Constitution. So what happens is when you go to court, your first appearance, which usually is going to be your arraignment, you're going to have this conversation with the judge. The court's going to ask about counsel, and if you can't afford private counsel, then there is a series of questions that the court's going to ask about: are you employed? How much do you make? What's your income? Do you have a family? Do you have any dependents? So the court has a series of questions to figure out your monetary capacity. And in that process, the court can make a determination, because the judges do this all of the time, every day, whether or not you qualify for the services of the public defender's office. Now, there's still an application fee and things like that, but for the most part, under the Sixth Amendment, you'll be entitled to an attorney. So the question is whether or not you qualify for a lawyer is going to be determined on how much you make and your income, less your monthly expenses.
What is the usual cutoff there before they decide whether or not you can go for the public defender?
I think that's a fantastic question. There's no bright line rule to that. It's not like if you got to make this threshold or not, because you got a lot of people that just lost their jobs, or they just got employed, or they're going through a financial trouble in some other regard, or they have 3 kids, or they have 8 kids. So there's not a real bright line cutoff, because of all of those other scenarios and factors I just mentioned can affect that. So each judge has to make a determination based on what the individual tells them, the citizen.
Right.
So other than this gentleman telling us a bit more about his personal private information on the air, I could make an assessment from there, but I don't know if they want to go into that.
No, I can go into whatever you want. Yeah. I mean, basically, I was pulled over. Like I said, it was my first one. I was going faster than traffic. They didn't clock me or anything. But they did find a couple open containers in my car, so I know that's going against me.
Allegedly, open containers can be there for days. It's not necessarily.
Yeah, and that's they actually were. I don't necessarily think they believe me on that one. But
did you blow? Did you submit to a breath test?
It was a field sobriety test, and then they took me in, and then I blew at the jail.
All right, so you did the field sobriety exercises, the roadsides, which I tell people you do not have to do that. Those are not required. They're not mandatory. So those only just show clues and signs of impairment. There's really no way you can.
Right.
You can't pass those. They're not pass or fail. So you don't have to make any admissions under the Fifth Amendment. You don't have to make any statements. You do not have to do the field sobriety exercise. A lot of people say, well, doesn't that apply under the Fifth Amendment? No, Fifth is what you say. It's not what you do. Roadsides are physical activities.
So the police officer pulls me over and says, I need you to step out of the car and do the field sobriety test. A polite response of, thank you, officer, but I am going to refuse to do those tests is acceptable. And then they're just going to end up saying, okay, well, I'm going to take you to jail anyway.
Well, for the most part, that's really how it goes. The
But
majority.
it's not
of the
like
time.
they were going to let me do the field sobriety test and go, oh, okay, we're wrong. You're fine.
I mean,
Right.
in all of the years I've done it, very rare do I see people let go. I mean,
Right.
less than 1% of the time, I would surmise. You're creating evidence against yourself. You can just say thank you
Right.
for your service, but I'm not going to make any statements, and I'm not going to do the field sobriety exercises. And then they say, all right, well, we're gonna arrest you based on reasonable suspicion or probable cause based on their observations. And there's 4 things that are always in the criminal report affidavit, the CRAs: bloodshot, glassy eyes, slurred speech, odor of alcoholic beverage emanating from your body, breath, or person, unsteady on their feet, and the odor of alcohol. So those are usually the four elements, or 3 of the 4 are in there. And all members of law enforcement listen to the show right now. They're all in their squad cars, nod their heads, say, yeah, usually those things. But when you go down to the central breath testing station, if you refuse, that's a second criminal charge. So that's a misdemeanor now. So when you go down there, if you are asked to give a breath sample or a urine sample and you don't comply, that is a second-degree misdemeanor. So now my advice has changed. I can't advise folks legally to refuse doing that, because that, in essence, is committing a crime, and lawyers cannot advise individuals to commit crimes. I can just advise you on the law, and the law is if you refuse to provide a urine sample or a breath sample, then or in certain instances a blood sample, but you're getting into legal blood versus medical blood. But at least the urine analysis or breath analysis, now under the change of the law from October 1st, that is a second-degree misdemeanor. And we certainly don't want folks tacking on misdemeanors on top of the first-degree DUI misdemeanor under the 316.193 statute.
So the bottom line, sir, this is your first DUI. Your best chance of making it go away is to hire a lawyer out of the gate.
Get one.
I think that's the best choice.
100%. Yeah, because there's a lot of things that sometimes those machines are inaccurate. Sometimes they have a false positive. I mean, there's a variety of different things. We've gotten stuff thrown out. It's amazing what lawyers can do based on the evidence and information that's disseminated, and also the evidence that's not. So it's just a fantastic idea for listen to Mike, what he's telling you. Contact an attorney.
Yeah.
And a lot of them work with you. My office works with payment plans. We take credit cards. All forms of payment now. We're almost to the point, Mike. I think this office at some point is going to start doing PayPal or Venmo or something.
Of course,
you just got to adapt.
I could
adapt with the
Well,
times.
I appreciate that a lot. Thank
You
you.
could trade hunks of meat or fur, pelts if you have it, or wampum.
There was a day people would bring me titles to vehicles and in exchange for legal services. Livestock, if you're in a rural part of the county, absolutely.
813-251-5550 is the office number if you want to get through to Dom. Good luck in your DUI case. Let's go to John. John, good morning. You're on with Acid Dom. What do you got, John?
Good morning. 2 days after Nancy disappeared, I talked to a psychic on a radio show that was live, and I asked him to find her with remote viewing because he was part of the government program that used remote viewings to catch terrorists,
Right.
and they were very good at it. And he said he couldn't do it without a search warrant because she was an American citizen.
Mm.
And it doesn't make sense to me because his family is offering, millions of dollars in rewards to find her, and the FBI is looking all over for her.
Well, it doesn't make
And it
sense to
seems-
you because you want to believe it's real, and it's not real. The guy can't really do that.
Well, legally, a search warrant isn't that vague. So I understand the context of the question and the circumstances, but if you have a search warrant that's authorized through the proper channels, it's going to denote what, in essence, is being searched. Is it a home? Is it a domicile? Is it curtilage? Is it a vehicle? Is it a structure? Is it going to be to confiscate someone's cell phone? Is there a search warrant for the information on someone's private, tablet, computer, etc.? So they're not just generalized, ambiguous. They, by design, cannot be. There has to be probable cause. A judge has to sign off on it. Law enforcement has to put forth reasonable and articulable facts as to why this needs to be searched in violation of the Fourth Amendment in some instances, which is the protection from unlawful searches and seizures. So the statement by the psychic about needing a search warrant is slightly inaccurate legally because that's a very broad and general ambiguous. You do not know where the individual is to search. So that's the legal analysis from that question.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's go to Robert. Robert, good morning. I want to ask Don, what do you got, Robert?
Good morning. Small claims, it's going to transition into more, but I'm being sued by a roofer who claims I owe them money despite them doing damages to my home. Went to mediation. Now we have a court date. In the interim, I hired a contractor to come out, and they determined more damage to the roof. I went through the statute 578, served the contractor, waited the 30 days. They did not inspect, so I want to countersue. So I want to know, A, is the $8,000 the maximum, or can it be 15? And can I put the bids in for the repairs as justification for the countersuit?
All right, so I'm proud that you countersued because that was going to be my next question if you didn't resolve it at mediation. So obviously whatever went down at mediation was an impasse. So as you are gathering additional information to cross-complaint, in essence, is what you're doing, no, you don't have to stay at the $8,000 threshold. You can move out of small claims court and into the county court. But the problem is that's going to change the jurisdictional venue for the court division. So what happens is then at the next hearing, you're going to say, well, this is all generating from the same case. It's going to have to be either A, moved or transferred to county court, because that's going to be an amount over $8,000 but less than $50,000. Or if the small claims court isn't going to do that based on the procedural aspect of moving it and depending on how much you're going to put in there, you might just have to, defend the small claims action and then file a separate lawsuit in county court against now the defendant who's going to be reversed roles. That's the second option. So it really determines, in essence, the amount that we're talking about, the volume of the value, if you will, and then because you may want to just pop it out of the small claims action, and you just defend the small claims action. Fine, I'll defend that's less than $8,000, and we'll nickel and dime with that. And then, but by the way, I'm going to tag you with a county court lawsuit. Bam! Now you got to deal with that. So and the. That obviously is going to affect maybe how these folks want to handle working with you in the small claims matter, because you're going to pierce that veil of the threshold. So, but if you have an attorney, that lawyer can talk with the other person's lawyer about, hey, if you want to resolve this now, this could be extremely litigious at two different levels. So that might be a bargaining chip, if you will, perhaps.
And one last question. In the state of Florida, is email considered written notice? Because I had them served with certified letters. They didn't respond. They sent an email on the 29th day.
Written notice
and they
of
were
what?
Supposed to inspect response. They were supposed to inspect
response
according to the statute.
To what? Written
to a
notice?
claim. I did a notice of claim.
A filing of a lawsuit? No, I don't think you could serve somebody via email.
Got it.
Yeah, you got to have it. Yeah, you need to have.
you.
Need a process server to make sure that the complaint, the notice of the court documents and pleadings was received by the actual defendant. You don't know who's reading the other email. Is it going to spam? Is it there's no way to verify that. So you need a process server to correctly serve process of the pleadings onto the defendant. The email is not going to work, sir.
There you go. All right. Good luck to you, buddy. All right, I'm trying to get through a couple more of these.
Doing great, Mike, as always.
All right. Fantastic. Killing it. Todd, good morning. I want to ask Dom, what do you got, Todd?
Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Dom. Thank you for doing this on your show every week.
No problem.
I'm into the drop program here in Pasco County. I go to court in April for a misdemeanor DUI. I spent a year. Am I able, once it gets reduced to a reckless driving, am I able to take the class online to get the points removed?
All right. Well, certain drop programs will allow you to have a withhold of adjudication of the reckless driving. So you need to double check with each program. So, for example, Ryder and Hillsborough, RIDR, reduced impaired driving recidivism, is a reduced charge of reckless driving 316.192 under the statute,
That's right.
withhold of adjudication. So in that scenario, you do not need to have the points removed because there are no points given the withhold. However, if the court's going to adjudicate you guilty in adjudication, there's nothing that the DMV can do with a class that's going to undo that adjudication because it's a criminal traffic issue. What you're trying to do is remedy that with doing a driver's course or an advanced driving school through the DMV, which is a civil administrative agency, is not going to accomplish the task of eliminating an adjudication, a conviction on your record in a criminal traffic sense. So you're kind of crossing the streams there if you're a fan of Ghostbusters. It doesn't work that way, but you may be getting a withhold in the drop program. You just need to confirm that with your lawyer or the folks offering the program. Are they giving you a withhold of adjudication on the reckless driving? That's a simple question to ask them.
That's awesome. I appreciate it so much, guys. Have an awesome day and happy Easter.
God bless.
Pal, thank you. Appreciate the call. Let's go to line 1. Let's go to Crystal. Crystal, your own Acidon. What do you got?
Hi. So I have a question. About 15 years ago, I got a trafficking charge and I went to prison for it. And now I have a great resume. But now since it's so easy to get someone's background, I'm getting denied for jobs I never used to get denied for. The further it goes, the further it gets from the charge, it seems the more I get denied. And even like the gig apps are not like my record won't get cleared, and there's nothing violent, there's nothing gross, there's nothing except that. So my question is like, how can I be denied? Because from what I understand from the statute, they say if it doesn't have a direct conflict with the job you're applying for, like if you're applying for a banker and you have a theft charge, then they can deny you. But
what's the charge that you had?
What's
the charge you had 15 years ago?
Trafficking.
It was trafficking in 2009.
Okay. So what you could do is you can call the office. You can speak with Pam with AP Investigations to determine whether or not you have the functionality of either a sealment or expungement. If you're an adjudicated, which you were because you spent time in prison, then you're looking more towards a sealment side of things because you're not going to qualify for an expungement based on your service in prison. That means you're automatically adjudicated. But there might be some avenues that Pam may be able to assist you with regard to sealment aspects, but she's got to do a background check, record search, and all of that, and she can walk you through that process.
So are these apps allowed to deny, like just simple apps allowed, like Uber Eats, like for instance, denied me because of my background?
Well, yeah, there's no employer that is going to be mandated or forced to hire somebody. I mean, you can have a line of 15 applicants, and 10 of them have, criminal records, but the one has the best driving record, but the other 5 don't. They can pick whoever they feel is best for their company.
Right, but that's the main reason that they are telling me I can't work for them. That is the only reason.
Well, did they send that to you in an email, or how did they disseminate that to you?
Yes, would they give you a checker? It's called Checker. It's a background check.
Yes, ma'am.
Service, and they send you an email that tells you why.
Well, I think that's what's flagged. It says you have a criminal history, and again. Some companies, steer away from that because, if you're ride sharing with folks and you've got, a criminal background history with whatever the issue is, if you're associated with drugs, sometimes that makes certain companies a little more edgy if you're going to be a common carrier for a lot of people, which means you're going to be driving Lyft or Uber. So I don't know if I don't believe that there's a way to mandate them or punish them in a sense for not hiring you because you had a prior, if that's just the policy of their company. But if you want, you can email me that report. I'd be more than happy to have Sean Estes take a gander at it just to, check our I's and, cross our T's to make sure that there's nothing that I'm missing in the area of employment law. I don't readily practice in it. But again, I've never heard this scenario where someone's going to go after an employer, a potential employer, for not hiring them because they had a prior criminal record. That's why you can search up criminal records and make a determination if you want to hire this person as an employee.
So why does the statute say that if you cannot directly deny someone
great question. I have to read the statute that you're referencing. I don't know which statute you're talking about. I have to read, which is great. If you want to email me the statute, I'll be more than happy to read
I
it.
will do that.
Yeah, because whatever the context of the statute is, I would have to read it based on the email or communication they sent. And if one conflicts with the other, now you have a stronger argument for Mr. Estes.
Okay, great. Because it's just frustrating. I have a great resume. I've never had this issue, and it just seems like it's just lately.
Send it over. Send an email over from Uber, and then kindly quote the statute you're referencing, and I'll take a gander at them. And then either way, I'll forward those both over to Mr. Estes. We'll take a look at it.
You can send it
Okay,
to
send it directly to you.
Dominic@askthedom.com, and you can simply go to the website askthedom.com and email from there, and that goes for that lady. And anybody else who didn't get through today that has questions, there's still people on hold. I'm sorry we didn't get to it, but we do got to take a break. You can call the office, 813-251-5550, or join Dom on his very own show, which airs on this radio station tomorrow night. What do you got coming up tomorrow?
A big show tomorrow because we're going to have I'm still waiting on confirmation. A couple folks running for judicial office. Is about 30 days left before the filing deadline. So it's starting to get a little interesting in some of these judicial races. But looking forward to tomorrow night's show. I'm also looking forward to next week's show because that's going to focus the single law group in studio. And then right after the show next week, we are on the cruise.
Headed out on the cruise.
Yes.
You and Big Bill, right?
Well, you've got myself, Dead Air, David Singa, Shafia Singa, their daughter, their future son-in-law, who is sitting for the bar and is going to, upon passing, will then work for the law. You're going to have the most lawyers on this cruise than you've ever had before.
Oh, yeah?
So I don't know if that
on the cruise?
I don't know if that makes you more excited to violate the laws of the International Marine.
You know me, Dom. I follow maritime law. I follow land law. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
Yes, you are.
If I need you, I'm glad to know that you're there.
I'm very proud of you, Mike. Doing fantastic.
Thank you. All right, we'll take a break. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. To talk about a new documentary that's been made. You ever see those documentaries they have on Netflix, or the Toys That Made Us?
Oh,
the
yeah.
Decades That Made Us. These guys did this about Back to the Future.
Oh, cool.
About how they made the musical out of the movie, which I didn't particularly love, but did go see and was impressed by a lot of what went into the making of the show.
But Gio said he really liked it.
Yeah, I'm not. It wasn't bad. I just didn't like it.
Right.
Yeah. Oh no, where is it? Hold on. I have new music of sorts that I want to play for you.
Okay.
This is something that it's not new. For over a year, it's been invading my algorithm. I can't quite figure out what it is that I'm listening to, but I saw it made it onto Jimmy Fallon the other night, and I figured I would play it and see if any of you have heard it. Hold on. I'm just going to play it. Have you ever heard this before?
No.
Carmen, it's been in my algorithm like you wouldn't believe. And the girl that sings this song has a crazy cross eye.
Okay.
So one eye is normal and the other eye is over here. And I guess the song's got millions of views. And her big argument is, you can't say that my song is not a hit because the algorithm speaks differently. It's got millions of views. So then I was trying to decide what determines whether or not her song is a hit.
If she gets a lot of views.
If she gets a lot of views, right?
Yeah.
And I have to be honest with you, there's going to be a point later in the day where you're going to be like, yeah, you can't get it out of your head. It's stuck in your head. The song, she's right. The song's a hit.
And they played this where else?
I don't know.
Say?
Jimmy Fallon.
Okay.
Yeah, I was playing it and I was trying to figure out how I could somehow play it. Like I think, Joe, I think I used it for a pap walk.
Okay.
I used the music for a pap walk video one time, but it was before the song had really taken off, so I missed out. But I don't know, for some reason it blew up, and now she's got millions of followers, and we were in early.
Yeah, but again, that's all it takes. Because now if she's monetizing her social media and she puts out some more songs, just because she has all those followers, she can make money on,
Yeah.
It came out in 2001 or 2021, so it's been out for 5 years.
Yeah, but it took a couple of seconds for it to catch on.
On this, and I don't know, I think this is her official video thing, whatever, it has 3.7 million views.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
I hate it so much.
You do? You do hate it? For real?
Well, yeah, because it's like we talked about this yesterday. You got to be a freak, and you got to do something really weird in order to, like, to be rich and go viral. She's obviously untalented, and it's garbage.
You think this is untalented?
But it's an earworm. Yes.
It's so Johnny, to a guy who doesn't listen to this type of music, it sounds like everything else to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's
People always hating, but the more they hate, the more I work. Everybody say they're lit, but all they do is showing. In my street,
I want to fight her in the punch out.
I think she'd beat you up.
Probably.
Yeah. She seems pretty tough. She's very street. Bitch, I made my money. I don't know. Ring doorbells. Probably the best invention to me since the iPhone.
Okay.
Is what?
The Ring doorbell.
It's up there.
It's one of the best inventions in my lifetime, I think. I have several Ring doorbells at my house. I have Ring cameras. I can see things. I could zoom in. I could set off alarms. I could turn on lights. I could turn on off lights. Have you seen the thing that they have now? The new thing that they're launching?
Which is, well, I know that they came out with the thing where you can search for pets.
No, this thing is it looks like a small fan. It's a drone, and it looks like a small fan. And when you get it, you take it into each room of your house, and it maps out the rooms of your house. Then you put it back on the base. Then when you're not home, and you get maybe a movement notification in one of the rooms, you hit the thing and you go to living room, and it leaves the base and it flies itself into your living room, and then you have a 360-degree camera in the living room.
That's pretty cool.
That is badass.
Yeah, it's the future. I saw a demo on it.
Did you see that? I saw the demo too. Isn't that fantastic?
Now you attach tasers to it. And
Oh,
when somebody breaks into your
yes.
house, whatever, you just shoot them with the taser.
Yes. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. The future's here, man. We're learning all kind of stuff. By the way, I didn't hear you because I was looking at more of her stuff online. She also has you. Have you ever heard of Booty Up and Down 4K?
I don't know if I could play Booty Up and Down 4K.
That's what I
because
was
it
seeing,
seems
whether
like,
you could or not.
I
whatever.
had a clean version of Chin Up High, which is smash if you ask me.
You think I'm ugly? I don't care. You think I'm dumb? I don't care. You think I'm scum? I don't care. I make my money. Party till I die with my chin up high.
The weird thing about it too is she, I believe, is foreign.
I think so.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like German or Polish
She
or
has
something.
foreign face.
Yeah.
And she looks like she's in like her late 30s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And she's a total light-skinned blonde. There's nothing that's gangster about her.
Yeah, she looks like she would be in a movie like some Eastern European, and
Right.
she's out there on the street and you're like, you may want to get back in the house.
She's meeting to get the knock list.
Yeah.
Only God. Party till I die with my chin up high. Twerk like it's my last day on this earth. Let the dollar make a work.
Our friend Steve Byrne is going to be performing at Visani Comedy Theater in Port Charlotte this weekend. I want to give you guys a heads
nice.
up if you're down there. Make sure you go check out Steve Byrne at Visani this weekend. Our phone number is here, 800-771-1025, and we are also on Instagram at The Mike Calta Show. Joe, I'm excited tomorrow to shoot Volume 1, Episode 2 of Mike Mansplain's movies.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Are we prepared for that?
Oh, we are prepared, Michael.
All right. Just wanted to check.
So do you think this one's going to take 4 months or 6 months?
I think it's
to
going
get
to take, well, as long as it's going to take.
I don't think it'll take that long because Joe knows now. Now we know.
Yeah, I mean, the first time we were learning, the process, and we really didn't know what we were going to wind up with. So the next one will go a lot smoother, and it won't be a 3-hour movie either. So
That's true. That's true. It also is part of the problem.
One of the greatest things that ever happened with Midnight Run, fantastic movie, but me personally, is getting to do Joey Pants 2 Joey Pants.
Yes. I forgot about Joey Pants.
Yeah.
I got to brush up on that movie. Mike Calta Show, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Hey, 2 quick things. Okay. You talking about those cameras now in the living room or something like that
Yep.
you were talking about?
Yeah.
There was an old movie where, let's just say, an AI computer took over the world, and it had cameras. So it could see the movement of the people, but it controlled all the doors.
So like it would let you into the living room, lock you in. It would let you into the kitchen at a certain time, lock you in. It was really cool. No, good old movie. Really scary.
Yeah, I thank you. I don't want that. I'm not giving my house the ability to lock me in rooms by any means. I just want to be able to look at things when I'm not here.
Yeah.
And the idea that I could just say to that thing, "Hey, Ring, go to the living room," and it just flies off the base and flies through your house into your living room, and then you get a 360 degree of your living room is pretty awesome.
The other thing is that captures video and stuff that you could hold, whatever, it would be great for insurance as well.
Oh, sure.
Because you can everything that you own will be on that.
Yeah. Well, I have to tell you, yeah, that's true. Because if you, I tried it, it has to go in there and video each room.
Yeah.
You'll know what's in each room. Carmen, you got to deal with that now.
Yeah, well, no, I already do because I have a townhouse, so I've already done that.
Hey, townhouse. Welcome to the world of real houses. You're in a real house now.
It's still a house.
You're in a real house with a pool.
It still follows very similar structures and stuff. And on top of that, with Chad and I both working in insurance, we kind of know to do these things.
The end.
Yeah, like they say, like the first thing you do when you move in, like before you move in, go take a video of everything. And then after any updates, go take a video of everything.
Yeah.
Once you put all of your stuff in the house, then definitely go take a video of all that stuff. Just in case you ever need an insurance claim or something happens.
I used to send stuff to my grandmother. Like I would take that video and then I would send that video to my grandmother so that she could hold it for me. Because if you don't want to store it here,
right?
If the house is ever hit by a hurricane, you lose the video too.
True.
Yeah.
But now we have the cloud and stuff, and we can save all those videos and stuff like that, so you don't really have to worry about. But I remember with my townhouse, they said to send them that video so they could keep it on file.
Oh, that's good too.
In case we ever had a claim or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then I'm actually doing my class right now to like update my license. So I'm doing like my continued education.
We'll miss you when you're gone.
Listen, it is so boring.
Is it really?
I did it.
Hello, AI.
I did it all.
You were saying about sending it to your grandma, sending stuff, whatever. It made me think of P.O. boxes, which made me think, and I'm not going to give anything away, but in DTF St. Louis, which is fantastic. You really should watch it. They were talking about something. And he goes, yeah, mailboxes, etc. He goes, why do you think all these people that own homes that have mailboxes, why do they have P.O. boxes? He goes, you know why? Dildos. They should call it dildos. It's so funny because you think about it, like, why do you have a P.O. box? It's so you can get stuff that you don't want people to know about.
So over the years, we have gotten so many dildos and vibrators and other sexual devices just from different doctors that have been on the show and sex therapists and things along those lines. And I will tell you, Carmen, I know you've tried a couple of them out. My wife is not a huge fan.
Yeah.
But I have them all in like my office or a drawer or something. Like I feel like throwing those things away because they're all like wrapped or they're new, they're in a box. So every once in a while I will find one, and just to freak my wife out, I will just leave it out on the bed, on her side of the bed or something, and she just is mortified all the time. What if the kids are going? What if the kids? What are they going to do? I'm not going to know.
I will say I have a bunch of stuff that we've had from all the sex therapists and people that have come in. There's one that I like. I can get it from Amazon.
The rose?
$20. No, I did not like the rose.
You didn't like
it? The shark?
I bought the rose. I even waited to get like the like specific one because there's different versions of it. Wasn't for me.
Really?
Yeah. I just like the little bullet.
Everybody likes the little bullet.
And everything else, it's too much. It's too fancy. I don't need any more. It's too distracting.
What do you bring on the cruise?
The bullet.
You do bring them?
And Chad.
What else you need?
You sure you guys don't want to be in the room next to me?
No.
Put my ear up on the wall the whole time?
I feel bad for anyone who's next to us on the cruise.
Oh, I don't. This is going to be the hot spot. We're all going to be. In fact, I'm going to offer out an audio reward for anybody who can get audio of your room. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She's going to be thinking about that the whole time.
I know,
Now you just ruined her cruise.
Now there will be no babies being made.
Oh, is that what you're trying to do?
Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry. Cruise baby?
Cruise baby. Well, we're getting ready. We both want to like get healthy before we like actually start, but we are practicing. So if it happens, it happens.
Gotcha.
But we would both like to take like 3 months to really invest in our health to make sure that we have a healthy baby.
And then you name the baby Tom because you had him on the cruise.
No.
Yeah.
Gross.
Well, going with the C, you can name him Cruz.
True.
Or her.
That would be good.
That would work for either one.
Yes, I do like that. And we've come up
By
with
the way, Cruz Wood is 100% an NFL wide receiver.
right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm in. We'll put that on the list of potentials.
That is my daughter's boyfriend's name.
Cruz?
Cruz. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. First name?
First name. Yeah.
First name Cruz. I like it.
And you like him?
He's adorable.
Is that who's been in like the pictures with her at dinners and stuff? Okay.
You know what's funny is he looks a little bit like my nephew.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He looks
he's a good kid. Like you want to try and bow up, and but he's just like a sweet little kid. So you have no idea.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't be bowing up to a 12-year-old.
No, 12-year-old. Yeah. I'm just saying. Like I don't know. The other day I put him on the spot. I called and I had them on. I was in the car with them when they were all on speakerphone, and I go, "What are you guys doing?" And they're like, "Oh, we're going here, or whatever." And I go, "How's Cruz doing?" And they're like, Cruz was there, and he's like, "Good," And then at the end, I go, "All right, I'll see you guys later. I love you." And they're like, "I love you." I'm like, "I love you, Cruz." And he waited like 3 seconds. He goes, "Love you too." Do you want to follow up to yesterday's show?
A follow up.
Yesterday's show, we discovered we are missing a freezer.
Oh.
Missing a freezer.
Yeah. Can I give you my?
No. Save it for when we come back from break.
All right.
I will give you the answer as to what happened to the freezer when we come back, and we'll also talk to Back to the Future producer Bob Gale next. It's the Mike Calta Show. This is 102.5 The Bone. Let me set the table first.
Yeah.
I had a freezer with meat in it in my garage, and Tom came over and he accidentally unplugged the freezer while he was doing some work. Didn't know. Went by several days, maybe even weeks without being plugged in. Began to smell like rotting flesh. It was ruining everything. And he got rid of the freezer, spilled some of the goo on the floor, and then after it was all cleaned up, replaced the freezer with a brand new one. It was by my front door in a box. I eventually, at my wife's begging, dragged the box to the garage, moved in the garage. Yesterday, went to look for it, realized the freezer is gone. Galvin, what is your guess?
Did your freezer go back in time? No, my guess is you never actually brought it into the garage.
Okay.
It's somewhere else in the house or something, or maybe out on the porch or something. I don't think you ever actually brought it in the garage.
All right. Carmen, do you have a guess?
Ooh. I think it's mixed in with all your bathroom because you guys are redoing your bathroom and stuff, and you have a bunch of boxes and stuff.
Have you seen the pile of boxes up there?
I have not.
Along with a bathtub that's in my in my living room?
I have not been up that way. So I just imagined it's like underneath all the boxes, a part of the box collection.
It's quite possible.
Box City, we like to call it.
Yes.
Joe, you know the answer, so I don't want to know from you. Johnny, do you want to guess?
I was kind of like the same as Carmen there. I think it's kind of like when E.T. was in the closet full of stuffed animals.
Right.
It's like in a bunch of boxes like that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me know when Bob Gale is on the line.
I will.
And I'm trying to decide if I should tell you now or if I should wait till after the interview.
No, you should tell us now. Come on. You should tell us now.
One of you guessed it correctly yesterday.
Yeah, me.
What did you say?
I said that you never actually brought it into the garage.
You're wrong.
Damn it.
I did actually bring it in the garage. I've verified that.
Oh, and
So
I said Tom took it. Tom saw it in the box. Ah!
There you go.
I was right. Tom saw it in the box and said, hey, he's never going to
He's
open
not
this.
using it.
Yeah.
No,
So-
that's close.
It's close.
Yeah.
Tom came over one time to clean up the garage. Him and Soph were doing me a favor while we were in Costa Rica, I think. And I hired them to clean up the garage and get some stuff out of there or whatever. And they did a great job. But Tom says he contacted me about the thing, and I said to just get it out of there. I can't imagine. I think I might have been get it out of where it was, not out of my garage. So poor Tom, then took the gift that he gave me, brought it back to his house, and it's sitting in his garage. So now he has to house my refrigerator. He's such a good guy. I would have been like, dude, I'm throwing your freezer out in 3 days if you don't come get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what happened. I didn't, but at least I'm not going crazy.
Yeah.
I did actually bring it in the garage.
I bought it for him, and he's not even using it.
Yeah,
I'll take it back.
I did actually get it and bring it home and drag it into the garage. Like that stuff that I remembered actually did happen.
What was I don't know if you remember last week or maybe the week before, there was when I was coming in, I said, "Hey, there's a package at your front door. It looks like a guitar." Do you know what that was?
Yeah, that was something for Giuliano.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And if you don't want it, we will have it.
What?
Your freezer.
No, I want my freezer. I was looking for it yesterday. I was like, where am I going to use my freezer?
it.
All right, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the hotline and welcome the writer and producer of one of the greatest films of my generation. This is Mr. Bob Gale. Bob, how are you, sir? Johnny, you're going to have to bring him up for me if you can.
Yeah, I got him up.
Okay. Bob, how are you, sir? Hello?
Hold on. Let me
All right.
try this again.
Sorry.
There he is.
Bob, how are you, sir?
I'm great. I'm going to be better as I'm consuming my first cup of coffee of the morning. So,
I'm sorry. Yeah, it stinks getting up early. I know. I go through this every day. All right. So before we talk about the musical, which I did see, do you want my pitch for the long-awaited sequel before or after that?
Well, let me give you my answer to the sequel. No.
I know. Why?
We know that's your answer.
Why is it that
That's
you guys?
really easy.
Why is it that you guys are so dead set against it?
Okay. Did you see Indiana Jones 4?
Enough said, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, but I also did see
That answer your question?
But I did see also Top Gun Maverick.
Well, okay. But, Michael J. Fox can't make a movie anymore.
So how about this? How about we
Who wants to see Michael J. Fox? Who wants to see Back to the Future without Michael J. Fox?
I know, but there's
I'll tell you.
got to be the next generation of Michael J. Foxes out there. But I get it. And when you were watching Eric Stoltz do the movie, were you getting that feeling that it wasn't working either?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look, we knew he was the wrong guy from the screen test, but we had the CEO of Universal was adamant that he thought he was the greatest actor since sliced bread, and finally, when we kept saying no, he said, "Look, I'm so sure this kid's going to be great that if it doesn't work out, you can replace him and start the movie all over again." Now, he said that at a point where he was just full of himself and never thought we could take him up on it, because no one ever did that.
Yeah.
But that's how sure he was, and that's how sure we became that we'd made a mistake. And God bless him, he was a man of his word, and after he saw 40 minutes of cut footage, he said, okay. And by that time, thanks to the good advice of Spielberg, Spielberg said, get somebody lined up before you tell Sheinberg that you want to replace him. And we went back to Michael J. Fox, who we always wanted in the first place. We always knew he was a perfect guy. And his producer agreed to let him out of the show if we would shoot around their shooting schedule. So we went back into Universal and said, hey, we got the hottest kid from the hottest TV show, and he wants to do it, and we want him in it. And he was always our first choice. And Mr. Sheinberg agreed.
Yeah.
And the rest, as they say, is history.
Indeed. I'll tell you, I'm 54 years old now, and I remember seeing that movie in the movie theater when that's what we used to do for movies, go to the movie theater, and I think we saw it 2 more times later that week. I mean, that movie did so much. I actually kept a can of Pepsi Free in my bedroom for a little while. It was one of the best things. I really did. I was so enamored by the movie. I watched it. And even now, I have a 19-year-old son who would say to you that Back to the Future is his favorite movie of all time. I met Leah Thompson at a Comic-Con one time when my son was probably about 6 years old. He wanted to meet her, and she went up there and she said, does he watch it? I go, he watch it? He loves it. It's his favorite movie. It is a timeless movie. That is why I agree with you that as much as I'd like to see the long-awaited sequel, you don't want to mess with perfection.
Exactly. All people would say is, yeah, well, it was okay, but it wasn't as good as any of the others movies.
Yeah.
And who wants to make a movie when going into it, that you're trying to mount an insurmountable wall. That's just not right.
So the Back to the Future is become a musical, which I got to see last year here in the Tampa Bay area. And I did not know what I was going to be in for. I did not know how you were going to make the special effects look good and how it was going to look great. And the once the DeLorean takes off for the first time, you're blown away by the visuals of how this thing is. And the process and how this movie has become a musical has now also spawned a documentary, which is available now on Amazon Prime. Were you excited when they came to you and said they wanted to make a musical?
Oh, I was leading the charge.
Yeah,
I was
really?
saying, hey, we got to make a documentary about this. I mean, there was somebody in the publicity department said, hey, maybe we should make a documentary about it. I said, hell yes, we should make a documentary about this. This isn't going to happen ever again, and nobody's really ever done a comprehensive documentary about the making of a Broadway musical and be there right at the beginning of it. And it's a warts and all documentary. If you've seen it, it's not. There's some dark stretches in there. When the statistic I like to give is that from when I came up with the idea for Back to the Future in summer of 1980, in summer of 1990, we'd already made all three movies.
Right.
Now, when we started in earnest working on Back to the Future, the musical, which was in February 2006. In February in 2016, we were nowhere. We didn't have a producer. We didn't have a director. We didn't have anybody that wanted to be in business with us. We were nowhere. We just kept getting rejected and rejected and rejected. And it was a British producer named Colin Ingram who was, like you, saw the movie when he was 14 years old and was blown away. And where the Broadway veterans would say, no, we don't want to work with you Hollywood guys. You don't know anything about making a musical. And Colin was saying, hell yes, I want to work with you guys. You made the greatest movie I've ever seen.
Oh, that's
great. So there was a lot of on-the-job learning, and this documentary goes into it. But it is really a fascinating look at the creative process. And like I say, we don't pull any punches. It's all right there from the start. I mean, it wouldn't be Back to the Future if we didn't fire somebody. And the first director we hired, we fired him. He didn't want Biff to sing.
Oh,
can you believe that?
No, Biff's got to sing.
Doing a musical. And he said, I don't want Biff to sing. I said, okay, next.
Well, the guys who do the documentary, the guys that brought you the what was the other documentary? The Toys That Made Us, yeah, and the movies that made us and stuff. So it's done well. They do a great job with that sort of thing, and I would like to see it. I have not watched it yet. I will definitely watch it because I love the movie. I've seen the musical, and I'd love to see the behind the scenes stuff. For some reason, thanks to YouTube, we're allowed to see a lot more of that stuff than we used to be, where those behind the scenes things make it to it. So now a full documentary is definitely, if you're interested in the movie and the play, you got to watch this for sure.
Sit down with your son if he likes the movies, and I hope you took him to see the musical.
Of course.
And it's great even if you haven't seen the musical because it'll make you want to go see the musical. But yeah, it exceeded my expectations. The musical exceeded my expectations. This documentary exceeded my expectations, and it really does depict the creative process. So if you're even thinking about going into theater or into the movies, rejection is a huge theme in the story of Back to the Future, and it was a huge. Back to the Future was rejected over 40 times as a movie before we got it made.
Do you love that? Do you sit there and think about that and just love that, the people that turned you down and how successful it was?
Well, yeah, I do, but at the time it was really painful.
But it also makes you realize that the experts don't know anything. The people that are supposed to know how this is going to work, they don't know until it happens.
They don't know. They have no idea. But the other interesting aspect of it is that had it not been with Michael J. Fox, we probably wouldn't be talking about this.
Yeah.
Had they forced us to finish a movie with Eric, it wouldn't have been anywhere near what it became.
Well, it's a fantastic movie, and thank you for making it. The documentary is called The Future on Stage, The Making of a Broadway Musical. It's on Amazon Prime. You can go watch it now. It's got Bob and interviews with Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd and the rest of the cast. Thank you, sir, for being on the show and for making a great movie.
So thank you. You're welcome. It's also on Apple. It's also on Vimeo and every other place where you would buy or rent a video. So if you don't want to give Jeff Bezos any money, you can give it down.
You can get it somewhere else. Thank you. I appreciate you being on the show. All right. Have a good day. You know why? Because when you hear it was supposed to be on 9:40, it's 9:41.
Yeah.
And we're probably the first ones that he's talking to, so we're already starting it off late. And when you start hearing the background noise, that's him trying to tell you, wrap it up.
Right.
Let's get going.
You know what I took away from that? Bob Gale hates Eric Stoltz.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, also, if you knew something was going to be bad going into it, you've never seen Back to the Future?
No, I've seen bits and pieces of it.
So it's interesting because they shot a half hour of this movie with another actor beforehand.
Okay.
And you can go find that footage on YouTube and you can go watch it. It's Back to the Future that you know and love with somebody else in it.
Right.
And it's so hard to watch.
Really?
And yes, he's a great actor and yeah, he was really good, but he was just not the lovable guy that everybody needed Michael J. Fox to be in this movie.
Because he looks like a villain. Eric Stoltz.
Yeah, he's not as cute.
Right.
He's not a bad looking guy, but he's not a cute guy.
And he was trying to make the movie serious. He was trying to play it straight, like, I don't know why I'm here, instead of like the way Michael J. Fox did it.
Also, you have a guy in Michael J. Fox who, like he said, was on the #1 show, Family Ties.
Yeah.
He was the #1 guy. Everybody loved Michael J. Fox. So him being in a movie is a lot better for the box office than Eric Stoltz, who I don't know what else he had done at that time.
Oh man. Well, I didn't get to pitch him on my
He did not want you to pitch him on.
You know how many times you must have heard
Yeah.
movie pitches for Back to the Future, among other things.
By the way, who would be your choice for Marty? It would be Marty's son?
No. It would be complete. So thank you, Calvin, for asking me. It is an entirely different movie. It is a father and son who live together.
Oh, that's right.
The father is a get rich quick kind of guy. Everything they do, he's constantly letting the kid down. And one of the things he gets into is he bids on the storage containers. And his son finally says to him, "Look, you're a loser. I've been looking for you to be a good father. You've been a loser." And he says, "You know what? You're right." And he's like, "Hey, I bought this storage container. Let's go help me clean it out and we'll move on and I'll get a job on Monday." And they go to the storage container and inside the storage container is the DeLorean.
Mm.
And they get it out and they fire it up and it runs and they take it out on the highway, or maybe they don't get it to run yet. They need a piece for it or whatever. And they finally rebuild it together. They do a father and son team building thing. They rebuild the engine of the DeLorean. Then they take it on the highway and they let it
see
rip,
what it can do.
See what it can do. Get to 88 miles an hour and get thrown back into time in the 1970s.
Mm.
And they get the 70s. And while you're there, they're trapped now because they don't have the plutonium to move back to where they came from, and they don't have the energy, so they have to figure out some way to get back. And then one of the names that they find in the DeLorean is Doc Brown, and they have to go find one of Doc Brown's relatives who still happens to be in the science industry. I don't know who that is or who the kid is, but those are the things I think of.
Yeah.
They'll probably put Pedro Pascal in it.
Yeah. Because I was
He'll be the
thinking
dad.
if you did have a situation where it was Marty's son, I think a good one for Marty's son, Tom Holland.
The Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd be great. He'd also be great in this movie as just a regular, as the next generation of kids, I don't know. I think Bob Gale's kind of right. You don't want to mess with it. But although I will tell you that Back to the Future 2 is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, but Back to the Future 3 is awesome. But they shot it to where it was supposed to be one continuous movie or one sequel, and then they had so much footage they had to make it into 3 different movies.
2 is
Future.
Yeah, and then 3 is Wild West.
Wild
and all
West,
that stuff,
which was great. I love the way they did that.
Yeah.
That was very
Clint Eastwood.
creative. Yeah, it was good. Carmen, I figured out one downside to having you here.
What?
I cannot fart in the studio anymore.
Ah,
My stomach
you're
is
welcome,
killing
everybody.
me.
By the
My
way,
stomach is killing
you
me.
haven't learned yet? Wait until she has her headphones on, and then you do it.
Yeah, but you know why I don't do that? Because
they stink.
No, because they don't stink.
Of course.
But one time we had a guest sitting where you're sitting, And I was ripping farts the whole time, not realizing that this guy that was sitting on the chair over there did not have headphones on and heard me farting the whole time.
That's just noise the radio makes. Don't worry about it.
This is a chair.
Yeah.
Before we wrap it up, I want to remind you guys that no matter what you've been born with, you can always change it. So if you've been dealt with the small hand in the penis area, whether it be in length or in width and girth, you had nothing you could do up until now, because now you have Best Man Medical.
By the way, you said small hand of the penis area. I just imagine a little hand. That's totally different. Don't have that.
No.
Yeah, that's something you'd have to get removed.
Yeah.
But at Best Man Medical, Christian Payton, he is the owner, but he's actually had the procedures done himself. And what they do is they actually inject you with collagen, so your own body makes its own natural collagen, so this procedure doesn't evaporate or go away after a couple
No,
of
it
years.
just kind of jumps the gun and gets the body kicking in its own collagen.
Exactly, and it's permanent. It's there forever. Once you go, that's what you have.
And women have been getting breast augmentation for 40 years now.
Oh yeah.
And do you think maybe they feel that guys have been feeling a little bit left out because they don't get to do the same kind of thing? Well,
yeah.
Here it is. Here it is.
Exactly. And if you're someone like most of us that enjoys viewing the videos of pornography ever, just know that probably 99% of those guys in those videos have had this procedure done.
That's exactly right. And they're coming from all over the country and all over the world right here in Tampa, because we have the guys who actually developed this procedure and have actually had it done as well.
Exactly. So if you're curious about it, call in, but also you can go to bestmanmedical.com.
There's nothing better than going to their before and after section.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see exactly what this could do for you.
Yeah, guys are walking in and they ain't walking out the same.
No. And then their wives ain't walking the same. Yeah. Go to bestmanmedical.com. That's bestmanmedical.com. Any information you need, or you want to make an appointment to check it out and go talk to them, you can do it right there on their website, bestmanmedical.com. I believe we are done for the day.
That's it.
Close.
Is that it? Oh, okay. Keep going.
I mean, it's up to you guys.
Well, I don't know. I just looked at the time. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean, technically, we have about 3 minutes left.
No,
you
I
know?
refuse.
But, it's your show. You're Mike Calta. We do whatever we want.
I haven't farted in like 4 hours now.
I don't want you to explode
away from Carmen.
He's gonna shoot out the chimney.
I want to get a massage today.
Yeah, Joe.
Yeah.
No. It's only if it's cold. If
Should
it's
I
really
take my
cold.
shirt off, Michael?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do that.
No. I need to find some big German hands or something.
I'm surprised you don't have a regular go-to place.
I do. I have a couple places, but that's really mostly for lower back stuff, because they'll get up there and walk on my back.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm in the shoulder area. I think I slept wrong.